What up, y'all? Sorry for the late start tonight. I do apologize. I had some stuff going on. As in, I had to stuff your mother full of my penis. Just kidding. That's rude. That's rude. That's rude and uncalled for. That's what that is. I want to thank a few people right off the bat here. We got some subbers, freakers. We got some fresh freakers freaking in chat. Talking about Madcap Maggie with 21 months. Shao539 with the 38 months. Ainsley Face with 13 months of Prime. Don't forget, Amazon Prime subs. Use them or lose them. If you lose them, they go back to Daddy Bezzy. We don't like that. Use them on me or use them on somebody, please. I know plenty of streamers who would appreciate you using their Amazon, your Amazon Prime subs on them. Chaos and Titty with 18 months. Thank you. We got Miker the Epic with 99 months. That's insane, Miker. Thank you so much for all the support over the years. We also got Captus04 with the gift sub to Jelking Menace. It's not me. Is that me? Anon, thank you for the gift sub. They gifted Larksy Arveri 6 months of tier 1, which I think is like one of these. Right? Insane. Bugs MR. Thanks for 8 months. We got Nintendo Donut with the gift sub to Fresh Freak. Probably not even here. Jabroni Dog Boy. Thanks for 11 months. Does your name have anything to do with me, or is it just a coincidence? Because that's a word outside of my username, right? Chronologs. Thanks for 35 months. Mike, I'm excited to try the Anime Girl Cocaine You're Shilling. You're talking about the game or stuff? Someone in chat said that. Actually just mentioned that. Where'd it go? Jinx said, my subs came in last week. They're actually super good. I will get into that in a minute. But thank you, Chronologs. Thank you, Sakasake, with 31 months, supporting Mike's hair transplant fund. I just hope I don't end up with, like, Jeffrey Dahmer's hair or whatever. Right, we know how that ends, right? We got, Mindivine, thanks for 7 months of Prime. Thanks for the reminder. It was Prime Usage Day. You're welcome. That's why I said it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Pasta Mystic, with 86 months of support. That's a long freaking time, bro. We also got Jexy with the 26 months of support. Let me go ahead and unpin that. And we've got Pananka with the gifts up to Cock-Stealing Beaver. He likes to chew on wood. Trusty McCoom guy. Thanks for 2 months. I do trust this this Kumi fella. This Kumi boy. Very trustworthy indeed. Flashbang. I feel like it's funnier when it's like perfectly cut. Right? Like it's just perfectly cut Glucks. Right? Almighty Zerg, thanks for 28 months of support, dude. And Magdanuj. Your Twitter stream has the wrong title. Why? What? Static, what? Oh, I don't care. I don't care. You know what I do care about? Maverick with 7 months of Prime. Thank you so much. And Cheese Chug with the gifts up to Fecal Tornado. Freak! Everybody get in the shelters. Here they come! Here it comes! We'll call it Hurricane Joey. That doesn't make sense. It's a tornado. It's a real poop twister. It's a turd twister. Fecal Tornado, a sci-fi original movie. It's full of sharks and poop. Look out! We've also got... looks like that tornado's carrying a toilet. We got Cheese Chug, again, thank you. Leo KMO2 with 13 months of Prime. Thank you so much. We've also got from 4 Fecal Cucumbers. We got 21 months of support. Thank you, buddy. And Pananka with the 5 gift subs. Holy shit. Thank you. Pananka, you're the best. Static is still going on about this Twitter stream. Okay, let me go look at it again because I'm confused what you're talking about. What's the... Oh my god, why did it do that? Ugh. All right, I'm gonna deal with it. I'll deal with it later. I want to stream right now. I'll deal with it. Thank you for telling me that. I don't want to deal with it now. I wanted to say again on the my good job murdering Joey, Eddie, and Joe's house at Vine Wrestle. That was awesome. Yeah, I tried to tell him I did 10 push-ups before the stream. The charity will be fine, guys. Don't forget about forget about it. Forget about the Twitter account. I did like 10 push-ups. I was feeling like really powerful and yeah. I still haven't gotten to see it. Joey doesn't upload. Joey is removing all the DMCA music. He's actually got a kind of a very annoying editing job ahead of him with that stream. But that's his fault for putting a bunch of DMCA music in there. Mike, when are you playing Joe's house? I don't have to play Joe's house because I won the fight. What is this dog shit game, by the way? Hold on. What? You know what? Let me... Is it on Steam? What is this shit? Maybe I'll play it tonight. I don't really... Tonight was again like a cocked... I was very, very busy today with other things, and I didn't have a chance to sit down and plan out a stream tonight. So tonight's like up in the air, you know. Joe's house. This game doesn't exist on Steam. What is this game? It's on itch. Itch my balls, bro. That's so uncalled for, dude. Joe's house is a maze building game where you must rearrange the furniture to create the longest path from Joe's bed to one of the exits. This game looks like complete shit, guys. Oh my god. You will love it. I'm downloading it. I'm not giving the developer money because I don't have it fucking set up. I'll do it later. I'll do it later, okay? I'm not a bad person. I'm not. I'll do it later. Okay? I'll set up the payment later. It's streamer bait? Is Joe's house streamer bait, chat? The game is quite heinous. It's legit good. Alright, we'll see. We'll see. It's not streamer bait. It's nobody bait. That's the kind of shit Joel streams, isn't it? Like just complete fucking garbage. It's nobody bait. You know, well no, I know. I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's Joel bait. Tunanu, thank you for 58 months of support. And thank you for all the, you know, the work that you do and the modding and stuff. And everything, helping out with the community. Strangely Epic, I was too busy to continue the conversation with you. We'll continue it maybe tomorrow. But if you're gonna be a mod for this channel, you're gonna have to get used to me just disappearing from conversations. It's a thing that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen a lot. Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad people are liking the gamer subs. I hope that people don't hate it and think I'm a dick and I made them waste their money. You know, but I think the deal with GamerSupps is a lot of the people who bought it from me, by from me I mean using my code and everything, probably already are customers of GamerSupps. So I mean, I don't know. I'm still waiting for my box of samples to arrive, actually. So I don't know what's going on there. So, Mike, do you remember what alcohol they used to make the drink when you had it? That's amazing. You're asking me if I remember something that happened when I was shit-faced. Mike, I am liking mine and the fat tits on the peach mango flavor. Yeah, it's Wubby. When are you opening the VTuber card pack? I think I was supposed to also be getting some card packs. I think my package is just in limbo right now. They may not have sent it out yet. I don't really know what's happening, frankly, but if anybody here, again, if you're interested in the sups thing, you want the free samples thing is done. You're not gonna, that's over. But if you use my code, that's the wrong thing. What the fuck is it called? GG. If you use that link and then you apply my code MIKE, you will get 10% off, and it will I'll get a kickback, which is real nice. So if you're already a customer, use my code. If you're thinking about taking the plunge into the sups, you can use my code. And if you don't like it, you can just, I don't know, just kill me. Just find me and kill me. Bolostomy Keg. Bolostomy Keg. I want to thank you for 11 months of support. It's really been really confused by your name. Oh my god, there's nothing confusing about it at all. It's colostomy bag. But they reversed the first two letters. Guys, I literally just figured that out. They've been subbed for 11 months and I literally just figured it out. Wow. McDonald's, he says, the gamer subs are good, but I'm bouncing off the walls right now. I bet your actions per minute are crazy right now, dude. Strawberry milk. Thanks for 5 months. Here's what it is. Right? Here's what it is. They have caffeine-free versions of at least some of the flavors. If you just like the way it tastes, and you want the supplements, because don't forget there are supplements in there. There's vitamins and supplements and stuff. It's supposed to be a, you know, a one-stop shop for all the things that your body craves, plus the caffeine if you need it. This is a product that I believe has been formulated for people who just don't, like, really go outside or see the sun ever. And need focus in games, right? And probably people who eat like shit. Who here is a gamer who eats like shit? There is a Joe Biden lean flavor that, if I'm not mistaken, GamerSupps was contacted by the Biden administration and was asked to change it. So they changed it to, like, Let's Go Brandon flavor is what they did. It was called Biden Blast or something like that. And they had to change it to then they changed it to Let's Go Brandon. And they put sunglasses on Joe Biden so it would be legally distinct. Yeah. Jack Mack says, I did a Freedom of Information Act request and it's not real, confirmed by the Secret Service. So none of that ever happened? It was just a meme? Do you know when the cooking stream will be? I don't. But we do have the submission channel open. But I cannot tell you. I cannot begin to tell you when I think that stream is going to happen. There's so much other stuff on my plate right now. I can't even pretend to. I can't even be thinking about that shit. Hey, PickDupe. Good to see you, man. As always. When will the cucking stream be? Well, that's right now. You can't tell? That's all of them. Come on. That's all the streams. Emo Duck, thank you again so much for the Ko-fi donation. Hamwich says, I'm banned from the Discord. Can I email you the recipe? No. I think that's part of your punishment is not getting me the recipe. Right. When are you turning into a femboy for a month? That is not going to be soon. Like 1,000,000% that will not be soon. All right. So I got a DM just now. Just now. It said, Mike, type GrassLord in your chat. Let's see. What? GrassLord. Hold on. That is a guy. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I could get... What is this dumb shit? I don't know why it's a global emote though. I don't know why. It's a conspiracy? You think it's a conspiracy? Kevin from SpongeBob.
Okay.
Hey GEEGA, what's up? So
What's up?
you got a little thing going on? I got a little yeah, what's tripping you up right now?
All right. I was talking to my chat.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, what the fuck is this emo? Because someone in my chat types all caps GrassLord.
Did it, and it showed up for you, right? Like it showed up when you did it? Okay.
Yes, and it's a thing.
Yeah.
And I remember it.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing tweets on the Twitch Twitter account.
Yeah.
Saying, like, they're quote retweeting people who are taking pictures with him, and they're like, have you met the GrassLord? Which means this is Twitch endorsed in some way.
I'm gonna show my. I got this in screen share right now. I'm gonna show them because I remember this, and I remember. You know what my deal was with this? I was like, I don't know what that is, and I kind of don't care because I'm just gonna like ignore that.
Right.
I'm not gonna look into whatever that is, and I kind of forgot about it. But now you're pointing, and I didn't. I was not aware of this global emote. I have not seen this before. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like their own thing, and that's where I'm confused. Like, what the fuck is it? Who?
Like what are they going for with this, right? Like, what?
What is the point of this?
Yeah.
Who is GrassLord?
Forced industry plant meme, basically. Yeah. I don't know who it's for. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know what it is. I don't know who it's for. I don't know who the guy is. Where did it start? Is he a guy who streams and he was walking around? Maybe he's got a Twitch account. You want to dig into this for a minute?
I'm looking. I'm looking up the top tweets related to him right now. It's tweets, people getting knighted. People just doing hashtag GrassLord.
Hey, GEEGA, why don't you just go ask the CEO who you hang out with now?
Oh, my bestie?
Yeah.
Who who I totally gave only prepared questions to for sure, real and true according to the internet. Yeah.
Chad GEEGA was in a stream with Dan Clancy.
Yeah.
Rainbow Six.
I should ask him.
Maybe
I'll ask him that in the follow-up. Maybe I'll ask him about the conspiracy of GrassLord, and I'm going to ask him the real questions, okay? And I'm going to hardball him, and I'm going to be like, I need to know.
You got to grill his ass. Like, put him under a lamp.
Yeah.
And be like, what's the deal with the grass guy?
Who is the GrassLord?
Who is he? Who is he? Who's the grass
under the grass?
It is weird. Like, it's because, again, it was like, I didn't think about it for more than 2 seconds because I was like, okay, I don't care. Yeah. I'm too busy for that shit. I don't give a fuck. But now that you bring it up, it's like, oh my God, you're right. What the hell's going on? Yeah.
You see some of the pictures people have that they took of themselves after meeting him.
Yeah.
They're holding this badge. He was knighting them, and then he was giving them this like medallion thing, which means they paid for an item to be custom made.
Yeah, like 3D printed maybe or whatever.
Yeah, and painted and everything. I'll send you a picture.
Yeah, I see it. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. He was handing out these medallions. So who paid for this is what I want to know.
And what was the end goal? Like, what's the end game of this, right? Like, what's the point? Like, where does this... Do you think...
Get it.
I'm formulating a theory.
Okay.
It's a play on the touch grass meme, but it doesn't make any sense.
I think it's probably a play on it, but it's so poorly done by, like, marketing team folks that are like, you know... No, friends, 35 plus that are also disconnected from the internet, okay?
Yeah.
People who recently started working for Twitch and reconnected and were like, hello, I too am a millennial and I also played N64 when I was a kid, right? I think like that's what it
Backwards
is.
cap. But like...
Yeah.
Because again, like, because we're sitting here like confused because whatever they're going for is not clearly coming across. Like, whatever they're trying to communicate here, it's like, it's just like, I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck is that? What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
They failed. Well, I mean, hey, this is one of those devil's advocate. Okay. They got us talking about it, didn't they? It worked, didn't it? Because we were sitting here theorizing about the grass man.
But no one did at the time. We're doing this as a posthumous...
This was like a year ago. Yeah, this was actually... No, like 8 months ago? Yeah. This is San Diego. Yeah. I remember seeing this guy walking around, and I'm like, I don't care about that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I do remember seeing him.
That's the thing. So, okay, I found their initial tweet about it. A new global emote has sprouted on Twitch. Show your love for nature with the GrassLord emote. Available now for all.
Is there a bunch of people replying to it being like, what? What is this?
520 likes, 24 replies. People with pictures. Someone said, what strain? I can't believe we got GrassLord before GTA 6.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, they think it's a weed joke. Or they're like, is this touching grass? You know what I think?
Yes? What?
Let me tell you, this is my conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Someone on staff...
Yeah.
...is of a certain age, okay? They're perhaps an older millennial.
Okay.
And they think that AssLord is really funny.
Just
no
the word
context.
The word AssLord. Just
yes, that. They think AssLord is the funniest shit they've ever heard, and they were like, how can I make this happen?
And I make a global emote out of
Yeah, they made a shitty OC, and they sold it to someone higher up as a nature thing. Oh, touching grass, all the kids are going to love it. And then there's just one guy laughing alone at his desk because he thinks AssLord is hilarious.
It's that, and you know what? And it's.
I think it's that
he had the seniority to like force this through, even though it didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And everybody around him is just like, man, this isn't funny. And he's like, don't care, I can do it because I'm old and I'm maybe not the CEO. Like we don't want to speculate that Dan himself had something to do with this, but whoever it was like senior at the company. And it's like, God, because this happens in the corporate world all the time, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I have examples of this, like specific examples of this on the tip of my brain, and it's driving me crazy. You know,
there's a good amount of stuff like this, and I think, I'm really hoping that it was that.
Because that's
I'm really hoping it's just some guy who's like, you know what, Ass Lord's so funny. It's probably some guy who played Ultima Online, okay, and his character's name was Ass Lord with a bunch of X's around it, and that was it. And then he'd run around and go, I'm gonna get your ass, and that was his whole brand. And now he works for Twitch.
It's so, like, not funny that it wraps around into being funny again.
Yeah.
Primarily because, like, you're laughing at him. You know, I hope this is I do hope this is the theory. Like, I hope this is what happened. Just a fucking a boomer who's like, yeah, asshole. It's almost like, I hate to bring him up, but it has Musk energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I hate
it does. I know what you mean.
Yeah. I have a question for you though. Do you think that he has to, like, you think he manscapes with a lawnmower, or like, how do you think he, like, what do you think he does? Do you think he puts lime in there?
No.
How does he?
He's got, you know, like the old fashioned push mower.
Okay. Yeah.
He's got that and an edging tool.
Do you think? What does he use that for?
He's got to do his edging, all right?
Does he have a weed whacker?
Yeah, he's got a weed whacker. Gets in there with the weed whacker and does his edges.
I kind of hate him. Like, at first I had no feeling about it, but now that you, like, made me actually think about this, it's, like, kind of pissing me off a little bit.
Yeah, I don't like him.
You think he has, like, gophers running around in his butt? Like, what do you think he's got going on?
I bet he has ticks.
Ticks.
He's probably spreading Lyme disease.
Everybody
needs to be worried about COVID at that event. No, Lyme disease.
He is, like, getting awfully close to people too. That's definitely jumping range for you know.
And you know, some people are like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna give GrassLord a hug."
Nah, don't hug the GrassLord. Nah, don't do it. Yeah. Are you like me, where if you see grass that's like ankle height, and you're wearing, like, if you're wearing shorts, you just like, I will just cross the street. Like, I will walk.
Yes.
I will go a mile out of the way to avoid being anywhere near grass.
Especially in the Northeast, the ticks are so bad. Yeah. I won't do it if I don't have, like, tall socks and, you know, full pants and everything. No.
But I feel like those little bastards, like, they jump on and then they'll find their way in there.
Oh, like, they do. They crawl up.
Yeah, like, even with jeans on, I'm just like, you know what? I gotta get out of here. I won't be anywhere near this.
Yeah, when I would go hiking a lot, I would do pants, socks under the pants that go up. You know, the pants go over the socks, and then another pair of socks, or like a thing just around my ankle that would go over the pants and socks so that they could not get in. That was like the only way.
Wearing like 3 layers of armor at that point. Yeah. No, that's because they, you know what it is, like, okay, yeah, they have disease and everything, and obviously Lyme disease is going to be a pretty big inconvenience, obviously, understatement. But
it can kill you, yeah.
I don't want these little fuckers touching me. I don't want them biting. I hate them. I hate them so much.
They're icky. They're icky as hell. And I just, if I see one on me, even if Lyme disease weren't a thing, I'd be like, ugh, you know? And I just, ugh.
Like, I mean, find me the guy who loves ticks. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm gonna but at the same time, it's like, I feel extra. Like, I'm gonna not go camping because of ticks. Like, you got people outdoorsy types that are like, oh, it's a tick. You just get it off, and then you just, no, I don't want that on me in the first place. No.
They pluck them off, and I'm just like, oh, you're using your hands for it? And, like, I've done that because when you have one on you, you have to, right?
Yeah, you gotta get it off.
But, oof.
So I was watching this, again, this is like, we're like, definitely, we'll get back to GrassLord, but I saw this documentary once where this woman was like a researcher, a mosquito researcher. I guess she was like researching diseases that mosquitoes spread. Like, she was doing like legitimate research, but her thing, like, she was talking to the documentarian. I don't remember what this documentary was. It was like about weird jobs or something, I want to say.
Right.
And she's like, I love mosquitoes. Like, they're my favorite animal. I love them. She lifts up her sleeve. I think it was her one of her biceps had a massive tattoo of a mosquito on it.
Oh my god!
And she's like, I love when they bite me and they like take my energy and everything. And she's describing it, and you're listening to her talk about it, and you're like,
she's a freaky motherfucker.
Something's not right here. Something's not right. And then she demonstrates what she does. at her job, right? Because at her job where they're I guess they're researching the mosquitoes, they obviously have like an absolute fuckload of mosquitoes that live inside of like an enclosure, basically, right? And they're breeding them and taking care of them and everything. And she's like, time to feed the mosquitoes. No. And what does she do? She's like, this is my favorite part of my job. And she opens up like a hole in the glass and sticks her entire arm in there up to her elbow. And then you just see like hundreds of mosquitoes land on her and go crazy. And you see her face and she's like, she's like, yeah, this is great. And
this is the shit.
And she's like getting off.
Yeah. That's what it is. She's getting off.
I heard they suck.
I heard they suck.
But it's like...
Some of my chat said, it might sound weird on the ticks thing. It might sound weird, but I heard pantyhose keeps them off of you.
Pantyhose keeps the ticks off you?
Oh, what a convenient excuse. Oh, I'm going hiking later.
Yeah. I'm going hiking naked.
Just in my pantyhose. It keeps the ticks off.
Mosquito. Hold on. I want to see if I can find evidence of this person existing, because now that, like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, was I in a fugue state? Like, did this ever really happen? Because this is so insane.
No, I've seen the clip.
You've seen what I'm talking about?
The arm thing. Yeah.
All right. I'm looking for articles. Oh, thanks, AI overview. There isn't much info about a girl who loves mosquitoes right now. Yeah, thanks, man.
Thanks.
I don't know, Google. I saw her on TV once. Can you help?
Oh.
I saw on TV. I'm literally gonna put that into Google. No, I don't know. I can't find it.
You might get like some sort of result where someone asking on Reddit, has anyone found this video?
Maybe.
Like if you ask like that.
Look, has anyone in chat seen the thing I'm talking about? Like, please tell me. Who's Mike streaming with? This is GEEGA, Mark, the general. Everybody's favorite mid-boss.
I will kill the GrassLord.
And what you're going to do is you're going to go follow GEEGA, or I'm going to... there's a link at... there's supposed to be a shout-out. There it is. You're going to follow GEEGA, or there's going to be big problems. All right? We're going to send the GrassLord after you.
I, too, am shouting you out.
Well, you're going to kill the GrassLord?
You guys are going to follow Mike, or I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to fucking kill you.
If you want to take out the GrassLord, I say we just send some, like...
Yeah.
Some gophers. Yeah, just some gophers in there.
Yeah, what's his mortal enemy? I was going to say, honestly, like, a nice, cute rabbit would just sit there and just chew the fuck out of his beard.
As long as they're not treating... As long as he's not, like, treating himself, because if he's treating himself, he might have, like, some chemicals in there that might hurt the animals.
Ooh, salt water. We could throw salt at him.
Have you ever been to Florida?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. Have you seen like the lawn crabs that they have? It's like,
oh my god, yes.
They like live in the grass and they make burrows like under your lawn and like fuck everything up. And they're like kind of cute little crabs. Let's give the GrassLord crabs.
Yeah, we gotta get him crabs, little long crabs.
So
yeah.
What did happen with the CEO? That like what was the deal with it? Because I just remember seeing it like. I never got to ask you about it. Like, how did you end up in a stream with...
I did?
Yeah, with Dan. Like, what was that?
They've got this podcast thing where they talk about Twitch-related stuff.
Yeah.
Called Patch Notes. And I've seen a couple of them because they'll sometimes announce... they'll talk about, like, new features and stuff. Yeah, it's a podcast.
Yeah.
So it's not an interview, like, one way or the other way. It's just a podcast. And they have segments on it. And they were doing one podcast where they were going to talk about VTubers, and they wanted to bring a VTuber on to talk about VTubing. And it's mostly for their usual podcast audience, which is people that like don't know a lot about VTubers. It's like normie Twitch audience, right?
Yeah.
So
it's his channel.
They had someone. It's not. It's the Twitch channel.
Oh, it's the Twitch channel.
Yeah, it's not his personal channel. Yeah. So they had someone for it. I don't know who. And then like not too long before the actual thing, they asked me. They said that person said they couldn't do it, and they were like, my partnerships manager, I think, recommended me. Maybe. Okay. It was just like, she might be available. and they asked, and I was like, I guess so. What day is it? I'll push stream back, whatever. So so I said yeah, and then that was it. It was just like, hey, we just need someone to come on and talk about VTubing.
Was he cool? Like I briefly met him a few times. But
He's okay. Here's what I think, because I'm someone who's worked in a lot of business.
Yeah.
He's very much a standard corporate business guy.
Yeah.
Very much so. But with the difference that he actually is trying to get to know the community.
Yeah.
He's a bit hello fellow kids, but I do appreciate him trying. But at the same time, like, I think more than any of that, that doesn't matter. He's a standard corporate guy. But I think he's more like strong on the PR side than someone who probably sits there and does a lot internally.
He definitely inserts himself in. I mean, I think the fact he's doing a podcast is evidence of that. But when
and it's not always him. He has other people on there. I think the other person who's with us, Mary, I think she does them more often because she's like the community head of community, head of something like that.
Mary Kish.
Mary Kish, yeah. So I think she is the one who like brings people. I actually don't know.
She's kind of like
they have a few people on
in his ear and getting him to.
I think she's just dragging him on. It's like here are the topics. Here you go.
When I go to these conventions, right, and I end up in like parties and stuff.
Yeah,
he's always there. Like there were a couple of times where I was at a party at one of these conventions, and I'm like, it's nothing to do with Twitch. Like obviously the parties ends up having a lot of streamers and people in the industry.
But it's one like outside of the convention.
But it's it's like not a Twitch party, and on there, and I'm like half drunk talking to whoever, and all of a sudden the CEO of Twitch is just there, and it's like I guess somebody invited him, and I mean, what do you do? Yeah. Like, okay, how old is this guy? Right? He's like in his late 60s, probably.
In his mind, it's like, oh, this is all networking. Like this is maybe the Twitch community's here. But then in a lot of the streamers' minds, it's networking sometimes and also just friend hangouts sometimes. It's a blend. So for them, it's like, ooh. Ooh.
But from his perspective, right, it's like, I mean, you're a CEO. Like, I think you're done networking, champ. Like, I think you can hang up your networker hat, man.
I feel like it's cool to be very PR forward, very front facing, because the last CEO, no one ever saw him. That was a guy that everything he did was internal. He didn't care if anyone saw him, any of the streamers or anything, right? Like he just was the total opposite. So it's nice to have that, but at the same time, I'm like, do you spend all of your time doing this?
Like I remember seeing him.
What about your staff? Are you hanging out with your staff?
I remember seeing him at one of these parties, and it's like late. Like, it was like 3 a.m. I'm not kidding. Mm-hmm. It was like 3 a.m. Yeah. I'm smashed, and he's just there, and he's walking around. I don't know if he's, I don't know if he's drinking or anything, but he's being like a social butterfly and walking around talking to people. And again, it was a gamer subs party. So obviously, gamer subs is like, I mean, they're just close with Twitch. Well, I don't know if they're, at the top close, but whatever.
Yeah, but they tend to have a guest list that invites, like any staffer.
Point is it's not a Twitch party, and there he is, and he's talking to random people. I saw him. I'm like, I'm shit faced. I'm like, hey, Dan, and he's like, hey, we point at each other, and that's like literally it. But he's like, I mean, like that's definitely past his bedtime, right? And I also imagine the guy's got a lot of responsibilities. I mean, hey, it's the North America convention of his entire company that he's the CEO of.
What I think I think he's just whole-assing. Like, I think he's decided that his purpose is to be front-facing, right? Is to see the streamers in the community. And I think he's just making that his number one priority above everything else. Which I don't necessarily think is always good. I think at times it's definitely good. But it seems to me like that's, especially with an event like that, he's going to only put time into that and let other staff do any other shit.
I bet you he wishes he could do it more. GEEGA?
Yeah.
GEEGA. Mm-hmm. GrassLord is basically the same height as Dan Clancy. And I don't believe I've ever seen them in the same place at the same time.
This is what I'm thinking. Someone in my chat said it earlier.
Did they?
They were like, what if it's Dan? Yeah, they were like, what if this is Dan's OC and he's undercover bossing?
He might be. Yo, seriously. Because this is so fucking baffling. That would actually make this make sense. If you told me Dan Clancy was under there, then I would be like, okay, you know what? Now everything else falls into place if that's Dan Clancy. Like straight up.
Yeah, because why why does this exist? Who is this for? Who's entertained by this? If it's just one guy, who would it be? Probably the CEO, right? You would think. Yes. This is his little project, his little baby that he thought would go over so well.
It makes too much sense. So wait, you're gonna meet with him again? You said you're gonna talk to him again?
Probably. He said we could.
Did he?
He said we would.
So because he wants more VTubers on his podcast, since he wants to have VTubers.
I don't know. I don't know if he does, because here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I feel like the more he invites on, the more chance he has of someone just sitting there and bitching him out.
Yeah. If I was him, I'd be like really paranoid about the vetting of the people that come on.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. And the thing is, I was asked like super last minute, so I know for me at least, they didn't do any major research here. They were just like, who could we get? And the people that the person I think that was supposed to go on, that wasn't me, that said they couldn't. I think that person would have done it. Like, you know.
You think so?
I don't know. And they were just nervous.
I wonder if anybody has bitched him out like live. Like, you think it's happened?
Not really, because I don't think he does live stuff often. And that's why I wanted to go in and be very neutral with it. Right?
Yeah. I'd be too scared to bitch him out. I wouldn't bitch him out. I'd be terrified.
No, it's not that. I mean, I could have done it and hit a sick clip and gotten so many views, and people would have been like, yeah. Like, there would have been the most annoying people rallying behind me, and then some very well-meaning people rallying behind me, right?
Yeah.
But what would that have done? Nothing. It would mean that he would never bring any VTuber onto anything ever again. That's what that.
Chat. GEEGA is smart, and like GEEGA actually uses her brain and like thinks before she does and says things. Which is like such an alien concept to me.
I think a lot of people think the impulsive choice is like the good one because it would feel good, it would feel cathartic, but you can't. You need to keep the door open.
You got to keep the door open.
And like you have to push. It's so annoying to do, and it's frustrating to do, and I think it's probably frustrating to watch. But you have to push 1 millimeter at a time into like annoying questions. You can't just get on there and fucking grill them and then be like. I said to my chat, like, people wanted me to whip out an AK and blast him with questions, and I'm like, that's
no. They don't know. They don't know what to talk about. Yeah.
If it was only my reputation on the line, then I wouldn't care. But like, it would mean that he wouldn't invite any VTubers onto anything. I can't do that. No.
No, you see, like, she's smart. So when you press them about being GrassLord, you got to do it like just 1 inch of grass at a time.
Like one. Yeah, one leaf at a time.
One little clipping at a time.
Maybe just mention GrassLord. Be like, I wonder who it is. Check his reaction,
When do you think that Dan Clancy is going to want to have like guys who like yell about cock on his podcast? When do you think he's going to want to do that?
I feel like at some point he's going to start running out of options. Yeah. And perhaps we're going to have a battle of the cum guys. That's what I think. That's what I think. First VTubers, next up, cum core streamers. Who can we find?
Chat's gonna be like, Mike, scream cum at him. Scream cum at the CEO.
Ask him about his cock.
Yeah.
Ask him about his balls. Yep.
Yeah, I would just be too afraid to fuck with him, genuinely. Like, I'd be like, really? Yeah, because I mean, he's got the power. Like, he could just be like, I don't like that guy, and he could just make me go away if he decides, like, if I embarrassed him or like upset him in some way or like annoyed him.
At the same time, I don't think people should be too worried about that, because the community is so outspoken and so loud. Like, you don't even have to go in and hardball. They'll fucking tear him to shreds in the aftermath.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And like everyone will get that out of it, no matter what you say to him. Because no matter how you ask him any questions or what you say to him, he's going to give the same answers.
Yeah.
And everyone will react the same way. That's just how it's going to be. So, like, you don't have to be the one to necessarily do it.
There was one point where I think it was 2023. No, because that was in Las Vegas. This was 2022. San Diego TwitchCon 2022. I was going down the escalator. And he was going up the escalator, and we passed each other.
You kissed a little.
And I was like, "Hey, Dan, you're the man," or something. Like, I said some dumb shit,
right?
And he was like, and he like side-eyed me, and he was like, "Yeah."
Oh.
I feel like that was the first time he had ever been made aware of me. And then the second time, I think, was the Gamer Subs party.
Oh, okay.
And now it's like, I wonder if he's aware of me. You think he's aware of me?
You think he thinks about you?
If he does, it's not good. It's like something, it's like, what was that? If he is thinking about me, it's in terms of like, what was that guy's deal? Like, yeah, that guy was cringe and weird. Like, what was his deal?
Like, was he about to kill me? Was he about to go on a coked up rampage?
That's what Chad said.
On the escalator.
Well, he's okay. Let's dive into the drug usage that this guy might or might not be doing.
Okay.
He does give hippie vibes, and he is up late. But I don't think it's coke. I think it's like an energetic weed. Like he might be smoking weed that's giving him energy, like a kind of a like an upper kush, like a kind of a.
What do you think about Quaaludes?
Quaaludes.
It's the Quaaludes.
If any, he's the age for Quaaludes. Right.
He is.
Like he would have.
Well, I think have you ever watched one of his streams?
Like twice, really briefly.
He gets on his keyboard, his piano, right? And he just starts playing music and singing and taking requests. It's basically like karaoke. And I look at that and I'm like, that's a guy who wishes he was at Woodstock.
Yeah. That's the exact vibe that I get from him.
Yeah.
He might not, and again, he might have had a couple of tokes like pre-stream, to kind of unlock his creativity or whatever,
Yeah, someone in my chat, he says he's 100% a microdoser.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense because guess what?
Yeah.
That microdosing shit has become huge in the corporate world, right?
Yes.
Like, it's like, well, yeah, I mean,
it's like they're doping for sports. They microdose before they go to work or mid-work.
Or like, and another thing I've been hearing a lot about too is you got CEOs and like higher up execs that get talked into going on like ayahuasca retreats and stuff.
Right?
And then they come back and it's like they're useless because the ayahuasca just like has a permanent impact on your brain function. Yeah, and you're just like you can't pay attention in meetings anymore. Like I've seen Twitter threads about this. Right.
Yeah, straight up.
But he could be on that, like really, really small microdosing of like psilocybin, LSD, like unlocking his creativity, but also his business potential.
It's probably like that plus like a quarter of a pill of Adderall, right? And that's probably the cocktail. And then he pops up to the party at 3 a.m.
Maybe a shot of Gamer Subs.
Yeah, just a little for performance enhancing brain shit.
I was watching one of his streams, and he was making a big deal out of the fact that he was trying to stream on Starlink. So, because I guess he was on, he was in what I believe was a vacation cabin that he either is his or he has access to. And I guess he brought a streaming setup with him. So he could do his little music stream in this cabin, which I guess was in the middle of nowhere. So he got a Starlink set up. So he could do the stream, and it was non-stop melt. Utterly unwatchable. Complete. But PSA for anybody hearing this,
people do that.
You cannot stream on Starlink. You cannot stream. You cannot live stream off Starlink. It will not work.
No, the upload speed is shit. The thing is, what it's for is to keep you mildly connected to the world. It's not. It's not for that. But when you're accessing a network through normal means, okay? You're accessing the internet.
Yeah.
Your ISP is sending this upload of whatever you're doing to like a billion different places.
Yeah.
So whichever one is like good right now is the one that's being seen on stream, right? And if that one shits out for a little bit, another version of this is going to be shown. It kind of just does it like that. Starlink is like, beam me up, and you send a little boop, boop, boop to the satellite, and it sends a little boop, boop, boop back. And if that fucks up, it fucks up. That's how it works in layman terms. It's just like, it's not meant for that.
It was kind of hilarious to see the CEO of like the streaming corporation sitting there trying to do a live stream and and just melting constantly. Like straight up just melting. Like his face just melting and then getting like this like we'll be back in a moment like, you know, error screen coming up. It was like my chat, it was like my IRL streams but like 50 times worse. And he's sitting here, he's like, I don't know why it's not working. Yeah, that fucking that which by the way, that thing is a paperweight now.
Oh,
because the company doubled the price of the fucking subscription, so it's like it's too expensive for me to actually use anymore, which is like really sad. I don't know what I don't know what I'm gonna do with that thing now, but in any case.
Crazy. I was talking to my chat about it. I was like, you know who can afford that? The top 10 IRL streamers.
Yeah, like
everyone
that's
else
for the
like
OTK guys.
Streamer.
That's that's for like, you know, queso and shit can afford that. And I don't even think those guys do IRL content. Like, I know some of the OTK guys do. They do IRL content like that, and they'll easily be able to afford that. But again, and
they probably share 1 or 2 backpacks between a bunch of people, right? Like, I would assume, instead of having it all, like, they each have one.
Yeah, because they're a streamer org. Like, they're saving money on that thing. Because here's the other thing, too. Like, none of them are IRL streamers. Like, you ain't going to go out and IRL, they're not going to go out and IRL stream like every single day. They're just kind of doing it once in a while when they get a goofy little idea for like a bit or something like that. You know what I mean? 10 customers doesn't sustain a company. You're right. I have no idea what they think they're doing. I genuinely don't know.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I can't imagine most streamers that do the occasional IRL thing. They don't all own their own backpack at this point. A lot of people started renting them.
Yeah.
From different services because trying to have your own is just, it's so expensive. There's just no way.
And in a completely unrelated question, GEEGA, do you want to buy an IRL backpack?
I'm okay, actually. I think I'll be good. GEEGA, I'll just take out my phone and mobile hotspot myself to Starlink and
May I interest you in a $4,000 paperweight?
Oh, God. I'm good.
I think the other value proposition for that is if it's somebody who all they do is IRL stream.
Yeah. If it's how you make your money, it makes sense. But if you're doing like 2 IRL streams a month maximum,
that's what I'm doing.
Is it even going to pay for itself during those streams?
No, it's not. It's a total in the red. Why don't you use it more to make it worth the money? Because I don't want to. Like, the whole concept was like...
Change your content to make sure you don't feel bad about the purchase of this backpack.
Yeah, but like, again... Well, it's this. The backpack was so... When I go on, like, trips, if I go somewhere, I can kind of use the backpack to... almost subsidize the trip in a way.
Right.
And honestly, it was working like that until they told me that the price was going to go up. And then I went and looked at and then I went in there and like I was like, listen, guys, can I be like grandfathered into the old price? And they were like, but you this is the price you originally agreed to pay when you bought this in 2022. And I said, it was actually early 2023. And I said, what do you mean? No, it's not. And the guy went and got the link in the Wayback Machine. He Waybacked me to prove to me that was eventually going to be my price that I was going to pay for that.
Oh, okay. So it was whatever price for how long, and then it would move up.
Yeah, basically, because the reason that I was told why I was paying half of what my package cost was because they hadn't figured out something on their back end yet, since they're a newer-ish company, that there was something in their back end that they hadn't figured out that was preventing them from charging me that. So in other words, I was paying the rate that I was because they're a cool company. Does that make... That's what basically they told me. They were like, oh, it's because we were like doing you a favor for the past like 2 years, basically. And
wow, thanks so much.
I don't know. I don't know. It was technically it was on the website. I guess it's on me for like not paying attention or something. I don't know about
what. It sucks either way.
We're looking into other options.
Whether you know or not, the pricing is what it is, right?
Yeah, it is what it is. It's gonna this just and there's no because again I went in there and tried it. I was like, hey, it's me. Can I? No, none of that shit. No, none of that.
Jesus.
It's me, JabroniMike. Maybe I. Nah, they're not going. They're not biting. They're not biting.
Mm-mm.
No, that's meaningless to them.
You would hope.
No, I don't have that kind of weight. I have other kinds of weight.
Someone who might would probably be like someone who makes buku bucks.
Yeah, that's the funny part. Like XQC could go in there and be like, no, I'm not going to pay this. I'm not going to pay this much money. You're going to give me a discount, and they'll be like, yes,
they'd be
XQC.
like, oh my god, yes, please use our product.
you know what, XQC, have it for free.
Yep.
Like straight up, just here's a free backpack. Use it to help promote our company. Rev, thank you for the raid.
And they're like, shut up, you piece of shit, and they slap you with the backpack. You should be thankful. Actually
slapped me in the face with the backpack, which weighs a lot, by the way. All right, so I have they bruised my eye socket.
Mm-hmm.
I want to shout out my buddy Rev Scarecrow. Thank you so much for the raid. Man, you have to wait an hour and 57 seconds before giving Rev Scarecrow another shout. Oh, I took the shout out. Sorry, Rev. You can't have it. Here's the funny part. Fine. Here's the funny part, Giga. They said they gave me that message and then gave him the shout out anyway. Huh? Wait, it worked anyway. You gotta tell Dan Clancy about all this shit. You know what you I'll use my direct line to him to tell him about this. Here's what you really gotta bust his balls about. Why do half of my audience not get Twitch notifications when I go live? Have you experienced this? Oh my god, yes. What is that shit? Yes. I know that there is a thing where if someone doesn't watch you for X amount of time, the notifications get turned off. But I have people who have the notifications turned on who never see them. Not once. It makes sense. Mm-hmm. It tracks with my experience. How many people in chat have experienced that here? Or you get the notifications late, like an hour late, 2 hours late. Yeah. Like not even a couple minutes, but like literally halfway through the stream sometimes. I don't understand. So you would think that this would be something that they would be able to figure out. Like, I mean, it's just notifications. Like, listen, I ain't in tech. I ain't in this industry. How hard could notifications be? Genuinely, to figure it out. And there's this too. To me, if somebody's getting notifications and they're like, you know what? I'm annoyed by this. I don't want these notifications. Just give them the option to go and turn the notifications off. Don't decide for people when they want or don't want notifications, right? Like, I think it should be a manual on and off. It should be just like Discord. Yeah. And I would love a level of notification. Let's say you could favorite some streamers, which you already kind of can. Yeah. Remember they changed the sidebar so that you could like favorite people and put them at the top? They did, right? Why don't they use that feature? You do that, and when someone you have favorited goes live, it has a huge thing, okay? Yeah. Giant red something. They're live now up on the top left. They get moved all the way up on your sidebar. Yeah, fucking the starts playing, you know, something. And then you have the normal notification for everyone else, and they can turn it off if they want. I'm gonna tell you why that can't happen. Yeah. Because the guy in charge of those decisions is microdosing LSD and methamphetamines and going to fucking... He's doing ketamine off the koala care changing table in the bathroom. At the Gamer Subs party at 4 a.m. Yeah, exactly. He's ripping lines of K off the koala. Which is bad because you know that has poop on it. It's for the koala ketamine, man. It's I'm telling you. It's... Yeah. Man, I know there's poop on it. It enhances it. It's the flavor. It's the flavor. I think I have a favorable opinion. I think I like him. And I think, like, I don't love him, but I think I like him. I think a lot of people like him. I think his favorability rating is high. You know what I think? Higher. What do you think? I think he's pushed some really good
features, and they take too many turns to get to a good point, but they do get to a good point, right? The shared chat thing, stuff like that.
Yeah. Twitch has been in worse spots than it is now. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Overall good. But what I think is he'd be better as like president.
Okay.
President, and then he's forward facing like he is, and he's talking to the community, figuring out what streamers want, and then relaying that.
Okay.
I think a CEO. I think they're different. There are two types of CEOs in this world. Yeah. There are ones that do what he does, and then there are ones that do what the last guy did, what Sheer did, where they just are like totally internal. I think they need both of those things.
Yeah.
And they just have one right now.
They should make him like, the Duke of Monaco or some shit, where he's just like, he doesn't really do anything or make any important decisions, but he's kind of like, he's the front-facing, like, almost like a mascot or grass.
Yeah, and he's still very useful because the whole point is connecting and figuring out what the streamers want. From someone who gets to talk to the executives, not just some lower down guy whose ideas are never heard. Like, you need that role.
Yeah.
And if all the other C-level people and VPs and presidents and whatever of every little thing are doing great, then great. But I feel like, from what I know from staff and former staff, everything, I think they need both.
You know what I think they should do? I think they should just make me the fucking CEO.
I think so too. I should be the president.
Like, this just seems so obvious. Like, me and you should just run this entire shit.
Clearly.
Like, what would be
my
the first...
My background that I never tell specifics about clearly means that I should definitely be hired in like that.
This nebulous kind of smudge on your resume that looked like somebody, like an ink smear, like the printer ran out of ink or something, right?
I would love to work in product. I think I should be hired.
What was the first change you would make if you were the CEO of this website?
If I was the CEO of this website?
Yeah.
First change, I could push through anything.
Yeah, anything you want.
A list of fucking UX fixes. UI UX fixes.
Okay, you have a whole laundry list here, huh? You have like a whole list of grievances? Like you're gonna Mike Martin Luther this shit?
Yeah. Yep. I would Martin Luther this shit. I think number one, actually, you know what I would do?
What?
I'd fix up the analytics dashboard.
Okay.
That would be my first plan of attack.
Okay.
It's not for all users, it's just for the streamers.
Yeah. It looks like shit.
I would fix that shit, and I would, sorry if this scares some chatters, I would start collecting better demographic info on people, because I can't see what age range my viewers are.
That's true.
I can't see what their gender is. All stuff that YouTube tells me so that I know who I'm being viewed by, so I can make better decisions with my content. The streamers need that.
I have that information. I don't have the raw data, but it's obvious to see that my whole audience is gay babies. So I have that. Yeah. So that's easy. We market like diapers and everything. So
right. You can make a lot of assumptions off of what you know from
you can make some assumptions.
Yeah. I make a lot of assumptions too.
Gender, gay, age, baby.
I have gay millennials.
Yeah.
Interesting. Which is basically the same thing.
But yeah, no, I made the analytics page overhaul. Yeah, definitely long time coming. I feel like they've done it in the past, but they did it bad. Right.
Yeah.
Like they did it like shit.
Yeah. They keep doing things. I think their own analytics people seem to be good at, well, I'm not gonna say good. They know how to make a dashboard function.
Yeah.
But there's a disconnect. They don't know what data is actually useful to us.
Yeah.
So they're like displaying really well a bunch of stuff. And then like streamers who don't know anything about data look at it and think that these numbers are important, and they're not.
So you think age is a really important one?
Yes.
Right. So maybe okay. So just thought exercise, right?
Yeah.
By the way, thanks for. I'm loving this conversation right now. If you thanks for hanging out with me. If you had the age ranges of your audience, what would you do with that information? Like, what would you do different, I guess, is what I'm asking. Like, what would you...
I think so far, I've done a good job of tailoring things, tuning things, so that the people I think I have, are happy. Okay. However, in recent years, I realized I had more younger viewers than I initially thought, and they were there for a while. and I could have realized that earlier.
Right. You would have put up the Subway Surfers in the bottom left corner earlier if you had known that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For me, it's actually merch items.
Oh.
That's a big thing. Choosing merch items is wildly different for different ages. The content, not so much.
Right.
I would really like to know that for that reason.
So what would you want to sell? So let's say you found out you had like a 90% like early 20s audience. What kind of merch would you sell them?
Oh, then we'd have to go so different. Straight up just school related stuff always. When you're doing apparel, the designs are wildly different between like older and younger audiences. It's the way it looks. Yeah.
So if you had boomers, you'd want to give them like
very low key stuff.
Yeah, like nothing too like flashy, bright, right? Like it's down to like the way designing apparel.
Literally, right? Yeah. That's the kind of stuff. Someone I said polo shirt.
You know what I think would go hard? Like a GEEGA onesie with a poop flap in the back.
I've been talking about. I want to get rompers.
A romper? That is a romper, right? That is.
Yes, but rompers are usually shorts. They're a little fruity.
Ah, that's even better. A romper.
I've been wanting to do one for so long.
Because if you get a romper and then you put a poop flap in the back, you can waffle romp.
Oh, I was gonna say they could watch my stream from the toilet the whole time, but still be warm. I was thinking about like the feeling.
I would buy one of those rompers in a second.
Oh yeah. No, I'd have 10. I would have 10. I would wear them every day to stream in.
I'm already signed up for a romper. Do you want to know what I would do if I was the CEO?
Yeah.
First course of action: push GrassLord out to every single viewer. Like GrassLord stream. First of all, we put him in front of a camera. We get him streaming. We put him on the front page
for a month,
and we just like pirate every single Twitch channel on the website to only show 24/7 GrassLord.
Ooh, okay.
Right, Chad. We're talking about this guy. And then we just basically steer the entire company into a fucking iceberg and just go down with the ship. What do you think?
Honestly, I would love that. I think it's about time.
Steer the entire
media attention. Thing is, I think if you do that, the media attention would be huge and it would circle back, and then you could be like, oh no, we're in such a bad position, we need to sell. You can find a big company for a buyout. You make out with the money. Boom,
and just that's the dream of every like company, right? Get bought by a bigger one and just like betray everybody who ever worked for you.
Yes.
Yeah, and made you successcul. Just
like the current Amazon ownership. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tank the company. That literally is the tech dream. That's what most startups go for. They're not trying to run their company forever. They hire people that really care about the company, and then like one or two people at the top are like, I can't wait to sell this.
Yep. Yeah,
and they try to get the highest valuation possible and sell it off.
that's such a upsetting fact of life. Like that is, isn't it? Like Jesus Christ. You don't think so? Or you think that's just the way the cookie crumbles? Deal with it.
Yeah.
Life sucks. Deal with it. That's more of your mind. That's
go make your own. If you complain so much,
go make your own company and sell it to Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right.
People always go, oh, so they just made and sold it off. I could do that, and I go, okay, do it.
I do it, yeah.
Do it then, yeah.
Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the goal is to just not work, right? I think for most people, the goal is to like. Well, you do have workaholics out there, but I think for most people, the goal is like, play golf on a yacht forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which noble goal.
Not have to work, I think, is the thing.
Yeah.
Some people will keep work on the side, but they don't want to feel like they have to do it.
Yeah, right. I get to a point where it's just, I'm working, but it's optional. You know.
Yeah.
And just kind of like sit around and just act like an asshole all day. That's.
What do you think? Okay, let's say you got a lot of money. You're making $1 million a year. You're just getting a check from some random oil prince. Okay. And you don't have to do anything anymore. Anything you do is purely by choice with your life. What do you do all day?
Watch TV.
Nice.
Watch TV and drink beer.
Yep. I think I would still stream.
No,
I'd still stream. I'd stream 2 times a week, and I'd only play games, and I wouldn't talk much.
The real answer. Okay, I'm saying that to be funny.
Yeah.
I don't. This is the really funny part. Like, genuinely, I don't think I would do anything different than what I'm doing right now, except what you're saying. What you're saying, it like streaming maybe a little bit less, maybe, but only
like,
slightly.
I just give
less.
myself like the full weekend or something.
Yeah.
And go see like family every weekend. That would be the difference, and I'd get like a huge house.
Yeah. That I think. For me, I feel when I've talked to Chad about this like endlessly, because we do the on real estate streams, like me and Fred.
Oh yeah.
Where you've seen that stuff, right? Where we look at the real estate listings. Are you like a house like person? Like, you like real estate? Are you like a real estate like enjoyer?
I love looking at stuff like that. Yeah.
Do you want to come? You want to come on one of those streams with me and Fred?
We should do it.
You want to do it? Because they're so fun. Like because that's something I always loved. That like I always like looking at houses and real estate listings and shit.
Yeah.
And Fred will.
I'm down.
Actually, you know what? Like fuck Fred. Do you want to just replace Fred?
Okay. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fred's gonna, because Fred lately he's been on this gay cow thing. Every time I try to talk to him, he's like, moo.
Yeah, moo. And every time I saw it.
And now it's like it's getting like really hard to talk to him. Like I don't know what his fucking problem is. So no, but seriously, the three of us we should do that. I do think you would really enjoy that. Like we find the wildest, stupidest fucking houses too. But sometimes we find some like really cool shit.
Sometimes I do that literally as a pastime. I just look at houses and I try to. I'm like, what are the housing prices like in Kentucky? I just do that.
Yeah, you just for the fuck of it, right? Well, we do it more towards like. Yeah, I mean we do look at the prices and they don't like the whole listings and everything. But the main thing that we do is we just kind of take tours and we'd be like, what was wrong with the people that lived here? Basically. And it ends up being like a psychology thing sometimes, but like because the listings that people send in sometimes are fucking bonkers. Where you're like, what the hell what were these people like trying to do? You know what I mean?
And you know, you think of the typical stuff like, oh, carpeted bathroom, et cetera, but there's a lot worse stuff in some of these houses.
We've had like one of the ones that immediately comes to mind was like every square inch of this, it was like a McMansion, and every square inch of the McMansion was covered in Christmas decorations. And there were Christmas decorations, there were like statues of Santa and the reindeer in every fucking corner of this house to the point where it was insane. Like it was psychotic. It was psychotic. Like shit like that, right?
I've seen some bad stuff.
There was one of the recent ones was like the entire house was covered in mirrors and all of the furniture was covered in mirrors. Okay, not the couch, but like there was a piano covered in mirrors.
Stuff like that, and it's like lots of mirrors, lots of chrome. It looks very like a late Austin Powers movie in a way.
Right.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
That sort of aesthetic. A lot of like aqua teal colored bathrooms and wall paint.
If you are, you know, like just kind of looking around and you see some wacky real estate listing, just kind of put it in a little like document. Like put the link in a little document, and then when we do this, you just whip them out and be like, "What do you think of this?" And just like fucking flashbang us with some insanity, you know.
I'll keep the list going.
For me, my thing was always like, my house. If I ever get a house, it doesn't need to be like massive in the sense of like square footage. But what I want is like I want to have like banger amenities in this house. Like my thing is like,
yes,
I want like a home spa.
Ooh, I mean that's the thing. So for me, I didn't want something big.
Yeah.
I wanted something small and nice.
Yeah.
But that doesn't seem to exist. I found small and shitty or big and nice. And big and nice was out of the price range.
That's
small and
crazy.
Shitty was just like going to be really hard to deal with because then I'd have to buy it and fix everything. And you know, that could end up being way more expensive.
Fuck.
It was so hard to find something that wasn't huge because I really don't need a lot of space.
Yeah, yeah.
And even now, like, they're not huge, but I have like some extra rooms and stuff that I'm like, what do I do with these? Like the way they're laid out and situated.
It's not useful to your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Had you considered
kind of why it wasn't the most expensive? But,
like buying a streaming backpack and just placing it in one of those rooms and just letting it, and then like maybe that, I feel like that'd be a really good use for one of the rooms. It could be storage for a $4,000 streaming backpack
and then I just
that you
have
buy
a room
from
stream,
a guy.
and the stream pays for itself because people will donate bits to the room stream.
You don't even have to stream with it necessarily because that would be like prohibitively expensive. So you could just like let it sit in there and just kind of exist in there. And then I think it's just, it helps the room make sense in the house.
I've thought about it, but I think it would be really annoying to have to go in there and dust the backpack every 3 months, which is why I'm kind of not considering it right now.
But no, I mean, so the other option is like you buy a small shitty house and then you just dump boatloads of money into it to try to get it to be the thing that you want it to be.
Yes.
But at that point,
you uncover all these hidden issues that you basically have to tear the house down for.
Yeah, it's like, oh, so we were knocking a wall down so we could put in your sauna, JabroniMike, and we found a fuckload of black mold. So fuck you.
Yep.
Now we have to knock down the entire building, and you're gonna die.
We're gonna fumigate your house now. We're gonna put a tent around it.
That's gonna cost $40,000.
Yep.
So have fun, and it's like at that point you're like just go buy the big nice house at that point, right? That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, but that's assuming you could even afford it, which for me was like not.
You're not gonna. Yeah,
no,
fuck, no, dude.
I make enough money to get something, but not that. Like definitely not that.
Yeah.
I think this is why streamers keep doing streamer houses.
This might be why. This is why they do it.
Yeah, everyone perceives that you make more money than you do.
so imagine that though. Like, okay, so let's say you got to get a streamer house. Let's say it's like, you know what? We got to do a streamer house. I gotta have streamers basically as roommates. I gotta live with these other fucking streamers. You got to pick 5 of them. Who you picking?
Ooh.
Yeah, who you gonna pick?
Oh my god. I'm assuming that they all don't have significant others. It's just I'm just grabbing that person alone.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's just them.
And I can make them move wherever I want to make them move.
Are you saying like you can kick them out whenever you want?
No, I mean like I don't have to move to LA because I chose someone from LA who wants to be in LA, right? It's hypothetical.
Wherever.
They'll be wherever I want.
Yeah, it's wherever you want the house to be. Yeah, it's wherever.
Oof.
And the person they can move, they'll move to wherever you want, whoever it is. Yeah.
Okay. I can think of the greatest streamer house right now.
Okay. What do you got?
Me?
Yeah.
You.
Okay. All right.
Nags.
It's gonna be a really like greasy house now. Now this house is gonna be like there's gonna be grease pouring from the window.
And one of us brings like our aunts or our mom who's unemployed, and she cooks. Okay.
All right, the Sunday sauce.
Yeah.
I think if this is what we're going for, you gotta put Vinny in there.
Yeah, we Vinny.
Yeah.
Vinny, and you know what? May. Fuck it, my friend May.
Okay.
We put May in there. That's the 5.
May. Yeah. May. Who's May?
Maika.
Maika Fox? Is that? Yeah. That's I never met him, but I've heard of him. Okay.
Yeah, she's got the
did she do the Mambo Italiano?
She's got that Bostonite flavor, so it's not the same.
A little bit of diversity,
and not really like the Italian flavor, but still close enough. All right. She'll be the odd one out.
Chats keeps talking about putting Joel in the streamer house, like Varg Skeletor Joel.
They just want their favorite Power Rangers together so badly.
That's what they want, but they're not thinking about how like because he's from Sweden and like everything would just smell like rotten fish all the time. It would be disgusting.
Yeah, I couldn't do with the fish eggs, the fish on the paste on the toast every morning. I couldn't do it.
You know about that shit, right? The calf key or whatever the fuck it's called. That is nasty. By the way, I had it. It's absolutely it's rancid. Chat, let me put it this way. I think if it was like if I had to live with Joel or die, it's death. It's death. Yeah. You just kill me.
Well, because otherwise it would smell like death every day.
I would just want to be dead every day. So I just actually I'm dead. Mm-hmm. Like I don't. Yeah. I choose to. My life's over either way. So I just choose death.
Yeah.
Imagine every morning he's just like, Baldy, time to wake up, Baldy. Time to wake up, Baldy. Baldy, wake up, Baldy. Every morning for the rest of my life, just put a bullet in my head. Because the guy's he's obsessed with calling me bald. I don't know if you've seen any of this. I don't know if you caught wind of it.
I'm aware.
He's like not okay in the head, and it's just I don't know. But
he's unwell.
But we did raise $25,000 for American Heart Association the other day, so we found a way to put his derangement to good use.
Mm-hmm. What would your house be? Your ideal 5?
See, that's just like I can't think of anybody.
There's so many people I could choose.
I just like, you know what? Because here's what it is. Here's what it is, right? Like, there's a lot of people that I like, and I think I could live with, but what I'm always afraid of is like, if I live with them, then I'm gonna get to know them in a way where I'm gonna not like them. I'm not gonna like them anymore. You know what I mean? Like I'm so afraid to live with people or like spend that much.
Proximity does that.
Yeah, like if I want to continue liking these people, I don't think I should live with them. But
okay, so then become a hater and pick people you don't care.
Right. The worst. That's actually the play. I have to pick people I fucking hate to live with.
Pick people you just don't even know, so there's nothing to change because you don't know them.
It's gonna be like XQC Hassan.
I was gonna say I'm picking Queso.
Yeah, Queso.
Immediately. All right.
Queso. Why is the fridge empty again? Queso.
We're doing Queso. We're doing Oh man. Who do you even pick if it's people you don't know?
Aiden Ross.
Okay, for the spice. You gotta have some spice in there.
Yeah, he'll definitely, I think, you know what? He'll keep things interesting. Not in a good way at all.
But, you know, the spice of life. Yeah. Oh, you know how I would put in that house with those two?
Don't say Asmongold.
No. Do you know Chiblee?
No. Chiblee? No, who's Chiblee?
Chiblee. You would like Chiblee. You should watch Chiblee. I would put Chiblee in that house instantly.
Chat knows Chiblee. Chiblee's
Chiblee.
VTuber?
Nope.
Chiblee. I've not heard of Chiblee.
He's just a guy.
He's a guy.
I think Chiblee would really not get along with either of those people. I think he'd get along with Queso, but like they'd have nothing in common, and I think that'd be funny. Okay. And then
okay.
And then I don't know if you know this guy. Do you know Burn?
No, I don't know Burn. Burn like BURN?
Yeah, he does like a lot of role play. He does a lot of D&D stuff. Weird with voices. I put Burn in there just to make it weird. He's the kind of guy that'll like crawl into your room and like tickle your toes at night and do a weird voice just to be funny. And you'd be like, "Hey, that was weird," and he'd be like, "No, it was funny." Yeah, that's my nightmare house. That's my nightmare streamer house.
The nightmare house.
Yeah.
Chat called him Northern Lions Nepo baby. Oh, they're talking about Chiblee. No, Chiblee is the Nepo baby.
Chiblee.
Northern Lion.
You know, one time I raided Chiblee within the past like few months.
Oh, okay.
I raid him and he's playing some game. I raid him. He doesn't notice he gets raided. He doesn't have a notif, so it's just silent. My chat is dumped in there. They're watching his stream. He just turns and goes, "Can you kill the dog?" and tries to kill a dog in the game. And goes, "Oh, I guess you can't," and keeps walking. And then a minute later goes, "Oh, I got raided."
Wait, was this Chiblee or Vinny? Because Vinny was always killing dogs on his stream, apparently. That's like a...
Yeah, no, it was Chiblee, but you know, the 2 peas in a pod, I guess.
All right, I'll check out the Chiblee. I'll check him out.
Yeah, you would like Chiblee.
Put him in the house.
Yeah, that's my nightmare house, though.
Northern Lion would be like if the house needs an adult, which it probably would need an adult.
He would just avoid everyone because he'd probably get frustrated with them and realize it's not worth trying.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd be like, I don't care. He'd be like, I don't care. Put your finger in the electrical outlet. See if I give a shit.
Yeah.
And then he would go on his Peloton.
He'd lock it. Right. And he'd just scream from there. And he'd be like, "Don't talk to me."
Yeah.
That'd be it.
I think the Asmongold thing would be interesting if not for the fact that like you would just
the roaches move in with them.
Yeah, you're getting like several hundred roommates, probably several thousand roommates when you go with Asmon, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking insane, dude. I can't, like, I just can't understand what's going on there. Just
it's unwellness is what it is.
It
Straight up.
is. Like
right? It's nothing else.
Like he's just not good. Like he's just not good. He's just not good.
Yeah, and most people that have those issues don't have cameras on them. So people see that and they're like, "Oh my god, it's so crazy." And I'm like, "But there are a lot of those actually."
Yeah, you just don't see it. Right.
This is just the one with a camera on them.
But it's like, you know, a lot of those people, I would say, I don't know, you can't afford somebody to come in and clean that. Like that guy could arrange that in seconds.
People like that don't want that.
They don't want it.
Having someone invade your space.
That's the fucked up part. Yeah.
Is like the thing that, like, you know,
freaks him out, gives him anxiety. Like, no, I can't have somebody in here. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Right. I mean, I guess I could have somebody in here. I wouldn't love it though. You know, I feel that like a tiny little bit.
There have been times like when I had like my whole health issue, I couldn't like physically clean like that.
Yeah.
So I did have people come in and clean, but I watched them the whole time. I was not about to have them like clean.
Yeah.
And then I just go, okay, and I close myself in a room. I was just kind of standing around generally, and I wasn't staring them down. I was like, watch TV in this room. I had like my Switch, right, and play on my Switch in this room.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, but I was still hovering. I was hovering. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you had to just kind of be like keeping an eye on them.
Yeah.
Micromanaging, not micromanaging, but just like being aware of what they're doing, right?
Yeah, I wasn't even worried about people like taking shit so much as I was like, are they doing a good job? Or am I gonna like afterward be like, hey, you didn't really clean the sink, and then they'd be like, oh, sorry, and never come back, you know?
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to think what I would do like if I was Asmund, and I think I've got it. That
okay.
So let's say it gets to that point. I would simply burn that house down and buy a new one. And then just rinse and repeat that because I have the money to do that at that point. Like, just burn it down. It's too roach infested. There's too many McDonald's bags. Like, just burn it to the fucking ground. I could buy a new house, burn down this one, go into the next one, and just like kind of leapfrog houses forever.
Well, here's what I'm gonna say. This is how I do it. You move to the new spot. Okay, you have a new house, you buy new clothes for it, you barely bring anything. You bring like a backpack's worth of stuff and maybe your computer, or you set up a new computer there.
Yeah.
Set yourself up and you live there for 2 months. As you're living there, anything you think of that you want from the old place, that you write down.
Yeah.
Anything you don't think of is gone. So when you go back there, you go with the list and you're only allowed to take stuff you thought of.
It's like the spark joy thing. Kind of.
Yeah, if you think of it, it's actually useful to you in that time, or like you can recall it, then you can go find it. Anything else doesn't matter. That you burn it down after that. That's how I would do it.
Because if you didn't think of it, you didn't really care about it, right?
Exactly.
You will notice this though. Like sometimes when you see an influencer sharing pictures of the inside of their home, that there is an uncanny lack of furniture a lot of the times. Have you ever noticed that?
Yes, I have.
What do you think that's about? Like, what do you? Because I think it ties into this.
I think a lot of influencers don't do anything besides sit in one spot. If it's a streamer, their office is what they use, and they spend all day in there. They don't go room to room to do a lot of stuff.
Right.
So they have that, and then they have like whatever room they sit and eat in, or they like watch TV in.
It's all one room.
Everything else doesn't matter.
But you bought a massive fucking house in a lot of cases. I guess because you could, and I guess because maybe somebody was like, make a real estate investment. You know, like go ahead.
That's true. That's true.
Right.
I think overall, it's also easier to clean. If I'm being honest, I personally don't like to fill my place with stuff.
Yeah.
I don't really own a lot of stuff. I don't have a complete lack of furniture, but I don't have a lot.
You need more stuff. For example, a streamer backpack that costs $4,000. That's really expensive.
I do have a room with nothing in it.
Yeah, like I feel like you could use more stuff.
It's got a really open corner.
But you're saying that the more rooms you live in, the more rooms you got to clean.
Exactly.
Right.
You're shedding your skin cells.
Yeah, there's
in 3 different rooms.
Like, there's like stuff coming off your body.
Other day. Right.
Yeah, that's fucking
But
gross.
if I'm living in this room and I never leave this room, how often do I have to vacuum the other rooms?
Yeah.
Not that often.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Yep.
So again, that again raises the question of going back to the real estate thing. Like, why do I need a huge fucking house when all I'm going to do is like plunk my ass down in this chair for like 12 hours a day?
That's why I was having a crisis trying to find a place too, because I just wanted, like I said, something small and nice. Like everything that was nice enough, like, or not super old, was just like huge. It was huge, and I couldn't afford it. So I eventually found a place, and the office I'm in right now is big. It's actually supposed to be the master bedroom. And I turned it into my office because I spent all my time in it. And then the room I sleep in is one of the smaller rooms because I don't do anything but sleep in there.
I don't think you're a mid-boss anymore. I think you're like basically Bowser at this point.
Yeah.
Like, it's the way you're describing it is like that's the room with the bridge with the lava under it.
Right, right.
You know? I mean, you officially graduated.
I think I've moved on up.
Well, not VTuber graduated, you know. But
well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
I don't know. I want a house. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to pull it off. I think we need to just like this is the part of the stream where you know, we start getting like legally actionable, but we got to just like we got to tear it all down. So
I agree.
we just got to go down there, and we just got to I got like this I got this Davy Crockett hat and some deer antlers.
Gonna cover yourself in pelts.
I don't know. I
march down there.
I want a house. I want what my parents had. This isn't fair.
I get you.
It's not fair.
Maybe I'll just go find some land that nobody remembers is there, and I'll like manifest destiny it, and I'll just squat on it. Put a thing on it, and I'll be like, "This is mine." And if nobody goes there,
I feel like that's a hippie commune. Like hippies do that, right?
yeah, I'll have to use Starlink. It won't work.
Yo, we'll get Dan Clancy.
Oh shit! Wait, Dan would love it out there.
We'll get Dan Clancy. We'll be like,
actually, I changed my mind. In my nightmare streamer house, I'd have to put Dan in there because I think that would be like, he'd be doing music streams from his room all fucking day.
And it's like, man, he's kind of going out of his vocal range and stuff, you know, like, Dan.
Yeah.
Dan, come on, man. We got thin walls here, Dan.
Yep.
Also, like, cults. I mean, but I feel like, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck it. You want to start a cult?
I think we should, because I've been really looking at it. You know what I was watching yesterday during the Super Bowl? During the Super Bowl.
What'd you say?
They keep having all these commercials, right? And one of them was a Scientology commercial. And I was like, oh, yeah, they do have commercial money.
Yeah.
They're onto something.
Dude, I'm telling you, they make money. They do. They give people.
None of their members do.
Something to believe in. You know what I mean? I mean, like we're kind of already cult leaders. Is the point that I'm about to try to make? Like we're kind of already doing it.
Yeah. What is the difference between a community and a cult?
How many people here would just die for GEEGA? My hands up, by the way. How many people here would just run into traffic for GEEGA because she said it would be funny if you did it? I mean, like, yo, there we go. Let's monetize that. You know, we'll put you put you in a weird robe. We'll give you like
people going, hi.
we'll put like a horse skull on you or something, you know. And then
you're gonna love one of my upcoming outfits. You're gonna love it.
You're leaning into this?
You're gonna see.
Is it a little like mysticism? That sounds awesome.
You'll see.
Do you have so what are you're working on some new outfits and stuff?
I have a bunch. On the way.
Wait, do you have any? Do you have any dates for stuff?
I will soon for one.
Okay.
There's one that's happening within this month, for sure. Within this month. Ooh. I don't know about the others, but they're being worked on.
I want to show chat that one with where it's like where you got that. It's a sweater, right? Where you got the sweater on. What is it?
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's not a sweater. The one outfit where you look like you're a teacher or like a secretary or something. Where you have the glasses. The glasses on?
I have glasses on like all my models.
No, not all of them. What are you wearing right now? I'm coming over there.
Don't ask me that.
Not what is I'm coming over there. I'm coming over there. Let me see this. Can you like swap them? Can you swap them out at will? Like you have can you
Oh, are you talking about this outfit but I just don't have the jacket?
Oh, it's got to catch up.
No,
it was like a white or like a beige colored shirt and it had glasses.
Yeah, it's this one. It's this one. It's this one. And then
is it that one?
And then I think it's this one. It's the only beige one I have. It's this one. Right?
There's that's it. That's it. And the sensible bun.
Yeah.
The sensible right? Like just I feel like
Do you think this is right for a cult leader?
I think
Can I make it work?
Okay, here's my thing with this outfit. It is very domineering. Like this outfit commands
it's a
attention. Shirt. Yes, and this is what I'm saying. Like this outfit is like you tell somebody something. You tell somebody you're gonna do this.
It's the shirt collar.
And they're gonna.
It's because I have 2 shirt collars. I've realized this. The more collars you have, the more authority you have. Okay, so when I do this and I've got the jacket on, 3 collars, people are like, "Holy shit!" I've noticed this direct proportion between how many collars you have and how much people listen.
This outfit in particular is an outfit of like command. Mm-hmm. Like you're my boss or my teacher or like you're gonna.
It's the glass. I think you're just like used to the glasses being that.
I feel like it's for some reason I feel like this shirt and glasses combo is like the one where you're like.
But if I take off the glasses, is it suddenly different?
It has less of the effect.
I think the glasses carry it.
It definitely has less of the effect.
I think the glasses are like 75% of that.
A position of authority. That's what I'm saying. When you are wearing this, you have such authority. You could command anybody to like give you money, join a cult, move to like, rural Utah and like milk goats and shit. If that's what you want them to do.
So what you're saying is I should tell them like it's like an ayahuasca trip, right? Like a retreat.
Yeah, if you want to attract like the like the Silicon Valley like
those are the best people to bring into this shit.
They do have the most money.
Yes, and then they get there and there's a spiritual awakening.
Yeah, and the spiritual awakening is holy shit. I have to give GEEGA money.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Let's put it together. I'll provide the streamer backpack. It'll be at a discount price of $4,000. It usually costs more than that. But because we're friends, I'm willing to give you a discount. Chat's like, they're begging me to shut the fuck up about it.
Stop the backpack. Are they just tired of hearing about your poor purchase?
Yeah, I have been bitching about it for a long time, actually. I've been loudly bitching about it.
Rightfully so.
I wanted to use it, and now I can't use it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, they started giving bits and subs. Oh. You know what? Do we even have to take them out on a retreat?
It's already working. It's already working. Look, it's already working. Oh my god.
Guys, what if there was a higher meaning to life and it was just in you?
In
Curious?
Me? Tell me more.
To find out.
How much does it cost to find out what's inside me right now?
Who knows?
Just got to keep giving and hope one day you find out.
Just keep, the more you give, the more you get.
The more you give, the more that the universe will reveal itself to you. Man, it just goes to show you, like, we're sitting here, thinking we're innovating. Fuck, Catholic Church figured it out in like the year like 200, and just been running this scam since like the year 1 or something.
I was sitting next to my aunt, right, and that commercial plays.
Yeah.
Right after the Super Bowl, and we're like, what is this commercial about? We were playing a game, trying to guess what the commercials are about before it shows the thing, because so many of them take you for a loop, and then at the end you're like, I don't know what the fuck this is. So we're trying to guess, and I look at this one, and I was like, this has to be something religious, because it was starting to get like, I don't know, the vibes. And it says Scientology, and I was like, oh, okay. And we start like on that topic. I say something about, they have it all figured out. They really like the whole thing. We should make one. And my aunt just looks at me and goes, what do you think the Catholic Church is? And she's like very Roman Catholic. I was like, oh.
So you're aware of what's happening. You're
she doesn't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you don't have to buy into that part of it.
Wild.
You could just walk into church for free and pray and leave, right?
Yeah, yeah, you can. I mean, yeah, you technically can. You could do that.
It's very doable with Roman Catholicism.
God definitely loves you more when you give him money like that. They definitely they make that clear, like for sure.
The tithings. Eat, pray, leave.
Have a little snack, a little wafer.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Man, I always wanted to just dig into a whole box of those, right?
You can buy them.
I saw. You know what it is? I'm afraid that if I buy it, and I just kind of eat them like a fucking wood chipper, and I just go to town on them, like a bag of potato chips, I'm gonna go to hell.
Honestly, no. But they're not blessed.
I know.
They're not the body of Christ until a priest sits there with it and says that is what it is, and reads out a thing and does the whole ceremonial thing. Then it is the communion.
I know all that. I know all that, but why is my brain still freaked out by it?
Kid memories. Kid memories of eating that thing, being like, oh my god, it's literally his body.
Yeah. What a messed up thing to tell a kid, by the way. What a fucking indulge in a little bit of casual Sunday morning cannibalism.
You're eating his
Welcome
body.
to life.
We all are.
Yum yum.
Now tell the priest everything bad you did.
I can't believe I used to do that. I'm like cringing that I used to do that. Like, it was so cringe.
Yeah.
Like, I remember going in there and be like, I touched my pee-pee. Oh yeah, that was fucking cool. That was
oh man.
It was
poor priest.
Like that was necessary. Good, that lot of good that did. Glad I did that.
And the priest is just like, all right, 2 Our Fathers and Hail Mary, and there you go.
And this is why they should really, this is why these people should all be ashamed of themselves. Okay, because you're taking a child and you're telling them this convoluted fairy tale.
Yeah.
And then you're making them feel ashamed about their own body, and you're making them, and you're like,
and then they have to go up to you and tell you all about it.
It's bad. You're putting them in a situation where it's embarrassing and it sucks. You think I wanted to do that? No, but they told me if I didn't do that I was gonna get poked with pitchforks and set on fire.
Yeah, you thought it was gonna be
nipples
so much worse.
Twisted off and stuff. And I'm like, well, obviously I don't want that happening, so I gotta go down there and tell the priest that I don't know, I kicked my sister down a flight of stairs.
Yep.
Which, I mean.
Did you?
I did, but that was between me and my sister.
You don't need to know that anymore. You can just tell your chat about it.
Now I just tell my chat.
Exactly. Just get it off your chest.
And I think I did tell Chat about that at one. Did I not, Chat? I did. She deserved it. She was kind of being a bitch, not for nothing.
I think the earliest one I remember, I was trying to come up with what to tell the priest, and I was all in all pretty good.
Yeah.
And I was trying to come up with what to tell them, and I made something up
because you wanted to have something to tell them.
Yeah, because I didn't think they would believe me if I was like, I genuinely cannot think of anything like bad that I've done recently, especially that I haven't told anyone already.
Yeah.
Like, because you have to think of something that you haven't already served your time on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I couldn't think of anything, so I made something up, and I told them that I tried to poison my dad's food by going outside and grabbing grass and putting it in his food.
Where did you get that from?
My kid brain was like, this is a good one. Attempted poisoning. with grass.
So in order to have something to tell the priest, you told him...
I made that up.
Well, did you think grass was poisonous? Like, where did that come from? Like, why grass? You know, chat's gonna spam GrassLord now. Yeah.
Yep. GrassLord moment. I think I couldn't think of anything, and I was like, I went outside and tried to grab some stuff to poison him. Some plants, but I just grabbed grass.
What did he say?
The priest said absolutely nothing, and was just like, I see. He was like, he didn't say, I don't know why you would do that, but he was just like, there is no need to be upset. There is no need to resort to such things. All punishments will be carried out by God, and you do not need to take that into your hands, is what he told me.
Wow, you remember
And then told
that.
me how many Our Fathers or whatever to say.
Yeah.
And I was like, thanks.
So
now,
you were like,
all in all, our priests were like pretty good. Like they would say things like that, like, you know, like, hey, you don't got to do that, kiddo. But
that's
like,
so weird. Yeah, I mean, well, it sounds like you were trying to punish your father for something, right? In the guy's mind? Like you were trying...
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you... The sin was you tried to get your dad to eat a salad, like a weird salad, I guess?
Yeah, I tried to put something... I wanted to make him sick or whatever I said. Like, you know, I tried to put something bad in his food. But I didn't give the priest a full reason why. So I just went up there and was like, I tried to poison him, but I didn't know how.
You think...
That was basically what I told the priest. And the thing is, I never did any of it. I didn't do any of it at all. I was just trying to come up with some shit because I couldn't think of anything bad I had done. The
intent would have been there, though, right? Like, even though you did not...
Right.
Grass wasn't going to do anything. But at the same, like, what do you think like he would have said? Because I'm sure kids go in there all the time and they're like, yeah, I didn't do anything. And then the priest is just going to be like, yeah, you did. Come on. You don't want to go to hell, do you?
Tell me something.
What'd you do?
You done something.
What'd you do? You did something bad.
I had priests that were very like, they didn't seem to care if you said anything or not, because I learned that later in life, you know, like later on I realized you could just say, I haven't done anything. I have nothing to convince father, you know, and they'd be like, very good, child of God or whatever. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. I was pretty young, but I was just making shit up.
I wish like my kid brain was smart enough to figure out like it was all bullshit. Like I remember like when I was in grade school, there were kids that were walking around. I was in Catholic grade school. There were kids walking around like they were like, yeah, that's bullshit. Don't go. I was like, they were like, where are you going? I'm like, go to confession. They were like, what are you doing that for? God's not real.
I was one of those.
And I'm like, don't. I was like, don't say that. And they were like, just get out of here, loser. You know, like I wish I could have. I wish I was smarter. You know.
Yeah. It's not always a smart thing. It's more like how much you believed your parents.
Trust adults
as well.
This is the same reason why if I ever have kids, I'm not telling them about Santa Claus.
Right.
What do you think about that?
I never believed in Santa because
it was like an insult to your intelligence.
Memories I have, the earliest memories I have are of my brothers being like, yeah, he's not real.
They just straight up told you. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just very, very aware.
I think I kind of like, for me, it was like, I'm going to give myself a little bit of credit with this one. I think it was when I was like 7 or 8 and I got a Sega Genesis and I was like, elves just didn't make that. Like, that's not what happened. Like, that was made in a factory in Japan.
Right.
Like, that's not, elves did not make that was not
no,
like my child brain
like programmers or anything.
Yeah, like I couldn't verbalize it at the time, but in my brain and in my heart I knew that I was just like the North Pole, based on the way it's been presented to me, where you kind of have these little wooden houses in the middle of fucking desolate tundra. It's not tundra, but it's just ice sheets. Okay, there's no shot that they have the infrastructure to, like, you know, mold plastic and, like, you know, manufacture microchips and shit.
You were thinking too much.
They didn't do it. You know, there's no way they did it. And that was when it hit me, where I was like, yeah, this is bullshit.
And the thing is, I think a lot of kids nowadays, people have come up with more clever ways to trick them. But they also see media that looks very realistic. You see, like, any modern day Keebler commercial of like the Keebler elves and their whole factory inside a thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Like stuff like this, I'm like, it's just portrayed so believably.
They got better at deceiving children. That's what.
Yeah. You ever see? Oh my god! You know what I fucking hate, but I can't stand.
What?
Elf on a Shelf.
Oh, that little.
Seen that guy?
That little piece of shit. He's so
I don't
smug.
like that piece of shit. I don't like him.
He's
I don't like
creepy.
His face.
It's creepy. Creepy as fuck.
It is creepy. It is creepy. And I've seen people take the elf and like I don't know why kids love it so much.
They love it.
I don't get it. I do not get it at all. I think if I were a kid, I would have hated that thing. It's the side eye that I can't stand.
Well, I think the idea of the Elf on the Shelf, like with my nephews and stuff, like it was wild how Elf on the Shelf came out of absolutely nowhere. Did you do you remember that? Like I'm assuming you have like.
Oh, this wasn't around. This wasn't around back then.
Like when I was a kid, this didn't exist. And then one year, I remember I'm at my brother's house with his kids and everything, and somebody did Elf on the Shelf, and there's a fucking elf on the shelf. And I said, what are you talking about? What Elf on the Shelf? And they're like, Elf on the Shelf. You don't know about Elf on the Shelf? And it was one of those situations where it's like I became the last. I felt like I was the last person on earth to find out what Elf on the Shelf was, and everybody was like, it's Elf on the Shelf. And I'm like, stop saying that. You just keep repeating Elf on the Shelf doesn't tell me what the fuck it is. And now, okay,
I think you just know everything.
A new,
this is a thing.
Right, like a new tradition that came out of absolutely nowhere. Nobody ever explained it to me. I didn't get eased into this or anything like that. It was just like, boom, one day, one Christmas, Elf on the Shelf existed. And the conceit of it was, the elf is on the fucking shelf, and it's sitting there, and it's watching your every move. It's voyeurism.
Yes.
It's voyeurism.
Yes, it's literally voyeurism. That's the thing is, I remember when I was a kid. Okay. Yeah. I remember when I was like, I would have hated that thing. I would have taken that thing and put a plastic bag over its head.
Yep.
If somebody told me that thing was watching me, I would have been like, take it down right now. Kill it.
Disturbing. It's like,
I would have ripped its head off.
He's watching you and he's reporting back to Santa. And if you do bad shit, you're not going to get Guess what? This is an invasion of privacy. And I don't give a fuck. You know, if Santa is the arbiter of who's naughty and who's nice, he's been doing that for decades. Why now is this necessary suddenly? Why is this? You know what? How about you take that elf, okay, and you put him up your ass? Because I'm not gonna. I would panopticon. Yeah,
find the elf.
Surveillance state Santa Claus. Like, no thanks. Okay, like
he's like one of the birds.
He's a bird. Yeah, like birds aren't real. They're like gonna know. Santa's gonna know. He will know if I've been good or not, like, by my deeds. Okay, because, and one of the things too is like, what's the crossover with, you know, Christianity? What's the crossover with God, Catholicism? Like is it like, you know what I mean? Like, am I not allowed to do that stuff?
This is the thing, that God is always watching, right? Like, if you're religious, he sees everything you do will be judged anyway. So I think personally.
You got some
one of the things
here.
that is the best about religion is that it teaches kids to try to be good when no one's watching, right? It teaches you morals, be a good person. Right? And a lot of kids don't really have good morals. It's something you develop as you get older. So by inserting religion when they're younger, there's something to be afraid of. And it's not your parents watching you, you know?
Yeah.
So I think this is for people who maybe aren't religious. It's a good way for them to insert that type of lesson.
Uh-huh. It's basically the elf on the shelf is God.
Yes.
He's like a god on
He's the author of God.
He's trying to come up with one of those elf on the shelf memes, but it's hard. It's harder than it. It's hard. They make it look so easy on Twitter.
I don't know.
I don't care for the elf on the shelf. It just, again, I was annoyed at the fact that they were, again, acting like a tradition that started, again, someone in chat said in 2016 had been around forever.
Yeah, you know? It's some new thing, and I don't like it. And you know what? Every time someone, like, I meet someone in person and they say something about the elf on the shelf, I act like I don't know what it is every time. I refuse to accept this into reality. Therefore, I will stubbornly always pretend that I don't know what it is.
That's so
and I'll make them
based.
explain it.
Oh my god,
that's stupid.
I feel like you should do that with everything. Do that with everything you don't like. Be like, income tax. What's that? I don't know what that is. Like,
I already do that with stuff
you got to
I don't
explain that to me.
Yeah. I make people explain it, so they have to listen to themselves explain it, and then I tell them I don't like it.
Oh, that? I don't care for that.
I don't care for that.
I don't care for Elf on the Shelf.
I don't know why anyone would like that. That's my favorite sentence.
I don't know why anybody would like that. It's ugly, too. The least they could have done was made it look cute. It's like a little freak.
It's creepy.
Yeah,
I think if it were really cute, I'd be like, oh my god, I'd feel so differently, but it's creepy looking.
Yeah, just throw something on top of him so he can't see the sins.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. That's what a lot of kids try to do, apparently. They take the elf and they just cover its face so it can't see anything.
Yeah, blind. I poke his fucking eyes out with a pencil.
Yeah, I'd cover them with Sharpie. Yeah.
Yeah, go report back on this. Yeah, go tell Santa I poked your eyes out. Yeah, good luck getting back to the North Pole when you're fucking blind, little piece of shit.
That's why it's supposed to be up on the shelf so the kid can't reach it. Because I think if they can't reach it,
that's exactly it. Like, they're too short to reach him.
Yeah.
That's why he's got to be on the shelf. It's like, oh, everything about it is like, I would rebel. Yeah, I would rebel so hard against that.
I would be throwing stuff at it to knock it down.
Defenestrate the elf, chat? You know what that word means? Pop quiz.
Defenestrate?
Defenestrate. Pop quiz. What does that mean?
I have a vague idea of it's like to oust.
Trivia segment. It's what? To oust?
To oust, sort of.
It's specifically...
But I don't know the specifics.
It's specifically throwing someone out a window.
The window. Okay.
Yeah. So there was...
Hold on. I'm looking it up.
Uh-huh.
1, rare. Throw someone out of a window. Rare. 2, remove or dismiss someone from a position of power or authority.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was just the window.
Which is to oust. Chat.
Oh, yeah.
Will you accept my answer or no?
Yeah, you're good. You got us on a technicality here. When I was in
actually
last year, when I was in the Czech Republic, I went to a museum about Czech history museum or whatever. And there was this whole episode in their history where they were like going through like a government like transition period essentially. I'm gonna try to keep this as uncomplicated as possible because I don't really remember what happened.
Okay.
But they would call it the Great Defenestration, and the entire thing was just like, I guess how the French Revolution just had the guillotine.
Yeah.
Yeah, their version of that was just chucking people out windows. Like, it went on for like a couple of years where there's like hundreds of people got thrown out windows. They would like make a big deal out of it and be like, yeah, we're going to throw this guy out a window. We're going to throw you out a window.
Yeah.
It's kind of based.
Becomes iconic.
Yeah. Crayfish, you're Czech. They said, we're proud of it here. Yeah. They're proud of it.
Oh.
It definitely had a character, right? Oh. So you watched the Super Bowl?
Are the Czechs the guys who had a floor collapse and a bunch of senators drowned in poop? Hey, can that guy in your chat answer that?
Hey, Crayfish, was there an incident at the, I guess it was like Parliament, where like a bunch of your politicians fell into sewage?
Did they drown in the poop?
Did that happen? That happened in Germany, they're saying. Oh, okay. Yeah, I hadn't heard. That's news to me. What happened there? The Great Poopening, they said? That was in the midi.
That's my poop soup.
Was it the Dave Matthews Band on tour? You know about that, right?
That was with the tour bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the tour bus opened up and poured poop on people. They have a plaque
commemorating the occasion. Do they really? Mm-hmm. It's really there?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
There's a little thing commemorating it.
What is that emote you have with the shit clap? What is that?
Oh, it's caca.
Hold up.
You've never seen caca?
No, hold on.
How do you not have caca in your chat?
I'm going to 7TV. Is that 7TV? What is that?
Yeah. 7TV, just caca. How do you of all people not have
CACA?
Yeah.
He's clapping though. Is that just
they're just adding
they're
clap
combining it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
Do you have shit, man?
Oh, let me see. Hold on.
Have you ever played Hitman? Yeah, we were playing Hitman and we put Shitman.
Hitman. Right, I remember you telling me that because you were like proud of the fact that you didn't get in trouble from Twitch.
Oh yeah, because I put Shitman in my title.
Chat,
because I wrote it in the title and I was like
GEEGA messaged me and was like, "Yo, look what I got away with for like two streams." And the title, her stream title was just "Shit Man." Holy fuck!
The filter didn't catch us, so they didn't care.
Guys, look at Shit Man.
He's got the barcode on his head and everything.
The barcode ties it all together, yeah. Oh my god.
He's so good. I need to play more of that. They have the
Holy
roguelike
shit.
mode. I need to play more, man.
I never played any of them.
Oh, you should do it.
I never.
They're really good. They're cinematic. They're really cool, but the gameplay can be really
Don't you
stupid.
have to play as a bald guy in that game?
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, I don't think I can play that.
Just put... Okay, but you can mod hair on him. They have hair mods.
Really?
Yeah.
Toupee mods?
Yeah. They have
that's
hair
fucking
mods.
awesome.
Or if you're playing as him and you're like going in normal, you can actually put him in a clown wig.
Ah, that's fun.
And you can just be dressed as a clown.
That's like base game. That's
Yeah.
That's fun. So you don't have to
Pretty
see
good.
that. I can see Shit Man, but not Kaka. Just refresh the page.
Yeah.
Refresh
Every
the
time you say
on-screen
something
shit.
bald, they start spamming a balda. Do you see a balda?
Let me
It's
see.
like a boba.
A bulba. Let me see it. Oh. Is that who is that?
It's Moon.
That's Moon?
Look at him.
Oh, he's bald, that guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not completely. But
I'm
you
so
know,
sorry.
you know the way chatters are. If you're a little bald, you're all bald.
Yeah, oh yeah. The thing with me is they keep calling me like I'm spiritually bald or like mentally bald. I'm just saying that this is just what Joel says. I'm just like pushing it onto chat now. Because they just like mindlessly repeat everything that Joel says because they're brain rotted beyond all fucking help at this point. So but I want to ask you, did you see the Super Bowl?
I did.
The Super Bowl? Did you see it?
Super bald.
The Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I forgot it was happening. Was it cool?
I almost did. It was fine. It was kind of a landslide. Like the first half was just watching one team have 0 points and the other team have like 20 something.
Boring. But you said the commercials were interesting.
The plays were actually pretty cool to watch actually this year. There were some good ones. But like it's like a lot of nothing and then one exciting moment. Like you could just watch a clip compilation and get a lot out of that. And you'd be like, wow, that's a cool match. And it would
basically
be like
just saw the whole
10 minutes.
Everything of interest and within like 10 minutes. But it's a 4-hour game.
Yeah, you could watch a compilation of like the cool shit and it would be that.
Yeah.
The problem was they would do like 1 or 2 plays and then it would go to commercial and then they do 1 or 2 plays and they go to commercial. And it was just so I forgot how many commercials normal television has because I just watch Netflix and YouTube all day now.
It's insane. Isn't it insane?
God, it was so bad. It was so bad. And then so the halftime was good though. I don't know if you like Kendrick Lamar at all, but the halftime was good. So that was cool. But you know what the highlight was?
What was the highlight?
Do you know Kendrick's most famous song, Not Like Us? Do you know what it's about?
Oh, the Drake beef.
Yeah, it's a diss track.
Yeah. Yeah, he did it. He did that.
He performs that song.
Yeah.
He turns to the camera, cheesing, smiling, but absolutely cheesing. He goes, "Hey, Drake, heard you like him young." That's the line that he says, and then it keeps going.
Wow.
So there's so many little clips of him cheesing into the camera, and it was so fucking funny. His face is really good.
You know what can Drake like just sue this guy for like libel or something?
He's tried to sue people a billion times. The thing is, like,
he's tried.
I don't know if he is right now.
He can't because it's true.
That's the thing. Like, this is shit that happened.
I mean, that's not funny. I mean, it's not funny because
here's the thing. Look, Kendrick wasn't trying to drop a whole diss track on him out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Drake was poking him. They were poking each other, and Drake kept poking back.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You shouldn't do that when you have these skeletons in your closet, but also all over your floor. It's very obvious. We all know it." And he kept poking, and so then Kendrick made the song. You know what I mean? So like, it wouldn't be happening if he didn't keep poking. But you know, yeah, he brought Kendrick's family into it too, apparently, or something. It was just a lot, and he was like, "That's not a good idea," and then dropped the track on him.
So that was a highlight for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
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 And how were the commercials? Sorry.
They were they weren't that good, and I feel like every year the commercials do more and more of this, where I don't know what the fuck the commercial is about. And then at the end, they show a logo of what the commercial was about. And I'm like, oh, and it makes some sense, kind of, sort of. But it's just like shitty plot lines where they're trying to be funny. And then out of nowhere, there's just like a thing at the end. So there was one that was so emotional. It showed like a baby right after being born. It showed a mother. It showed family, kids hugging their parents. It was like all about family. And it was so emotional. And, a bunch of like the older women in the room were like, oh, God, the kids, you could tell they were like, oh, they were getting sentimental for seeing a kid for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And then right at the end, it was a mortgage company. It was just the logo of a mortgage company. And we were doing that thing where we were trying to guess what it was before it happens. And I went, mortgages. It showed up and I was like, I knew it. Evil.
That's kind of infuriating because it's like unearned emotional manipulation, and it's just like it's like a big middle finger at the end of it, and it's just like
it's obvious, isn't it? Like, I think everyone sees it and they're like, all right.
At least try to tie it into the product. Like, I don't think it takes that much effort. They have
one bit of dialogue. They're like, a home for your family, and the mortgage, ooh, right?
And then that cost.
I think that one might have been, I don't know if it was that one or a different commercial I've seen, but it was basically saying, like, don't make them go into debt.
Oh, it's like a threat. It's like yeah, it's fear-mongering. It was
like a veiled threat.
That kind of advertising is, just infuriating. Can I show you something like real fucking cursed? Hey, chat. What was the Logitech earbud commercial? Remember that? So we're doing a new segment, like a new-ish segment.
Okay.
A new-ish segment on my channel where instead of You Laugh, You Lose, because You Laugh, You Lose is like, it's, I mean, I love it. I'm always going to keep doing it, but I wanted to try to put a fresh twist on it. So we tried to do You Mold, You Lose. And we had chat send in things that were going to like try to piss me off. And I want to just share, I'm going to share my screen with you. I don't know if you want to show you. If you want to show you chat this commercial, but like I think this is a great example of like advertising that just doesn't. Let me pop it out. Advertising that kind of doesn't sell you anything. It's just like trying to get your attention really hard, and it's like doing it in a way that like insults your intelligence, kind of. I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain. There's like a just. There's something that's pure evil about this, and I can't put my finger on it. You ready to see it?
Okay.
You ready? Are you locked in? Strapped in? All right. It's gonna. I don't know what your threshold is for like annoying things. So.
I already hate it.
Look.
What the?
Okay.
What the?
What
is happening?
You might eventually figure it out if you watch it like 5 times.
What is this a tech demo?
Right?
Are these VTubers?
Now you finally find out what's happening.
Oh my god, it's the earbuds.
Yep. But you notice like how much of that
was such a shitty commercial.
Be honest with me. Did it spike your cortisol at all? Like, did you feel yourself getting like pissed off while you watched it?
Yes. I hated it. It was uncanny as hell the whole time.
How hideous are they? Like, what were they thinking?
They're ugly as fuck.
Like,
they don't look not even close to good.
I like this.
What is that? Like, what is that?
Like, I'm physically ill from it.
It looks like the alien emoji. Alien emoji with a shitty wig.
Giga, I hate this commercial so fucking much. I can't. Chat keeps saying this looks like Anya Taylor-Joy, but like I feel bad. A little bit. Okay, yes, I told you a little bit. It looks like Grimes.
Right, you know, Grimes vibes. At least Grimes is like real.
And like how much of it? Okay, like so they do show you the headphones, but like look at this craziness. Like you're not even looking at the headphones. You're looking at the crazy glasses.
It's just,
and you're like, oh, is that what they're selling? Like
I just feel like they threw a bunch of shit at a wall. Also, what's with the Elden Ring jump scare there?
Yeah. So these are being marketed towards gamers, and here's one of the things that absolutely does not come across in this ad. And this is another reason why this ad is fucking terrible. But what you're actually meant to be watching is all of these people are actively playing video games. Look at that. That's fuck. This reminds me of the Pokemon movie when Mewtwo got
that bombastic side eye.
It's really, really upsetting.
I was gonna say it's just upsetting to look at.
She's got fucking tentacles.
So they're supposed to be playing video games.
Yeah. Like look at
every single show and commercial that tries to show someone playing video games gets it wrong.
Yep.
His is the only maybe believable one because you can see the reflection of the screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Like watch her real quick. Like watch. She's. I think they're trying. I saw
the arms move for a second.
Like she doesn't look like she has a controller in her hand. Because do you hold a controller like this? Like who holds a? You're not looking at me right now, but Chad is. But who holds a controller like that? Like you're not.
Like in your lap.
Man. Like it's in front of you.
And the thing is, like, they should have characterized it more and had her hold it up a little too high and be like, ooh, and like doing the struggling face or whatever, so that you could see, like you said, see the controller.
And then you got like the logo. Okay, I think they put the logo.
It's mouse and keyboard potentially, but pan down and show the mouse and keyboard. Do a shot where you show it.
Yeah. I don't know.
They could have done anything else with this commercial.
What do you think of what this guy's wearing? Check this out. What is this?
I don't know what the fuck this bubble wig is. This looks like a pool floaty.
Yeah.
That I just put on my head. It reminds me of that video where what's his face? This one YouTuber found some random old guy. He like auditioned old guys and then pretended he was some important person and made a rancid outfit for him for like $50 and brought him to Fashion Week and saw how many parties they could sneak into. And he wore like a pool floaty on his arms like that. It looked like this, but he wore it like it was like a little vest.
And everybody was like, oh, it's so avant-garde, right?
Yeah, people were taking pictures of it and they were like, we want you in our magazine. It's revolutionary.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. It's kind of
reminds me of that.
Like, you know, like, oh, I'm going into an art exhibit with like a broken toilet.
Yep. Like the banana taped to the wall.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Oh, I think the banana tape to the wall wasn't like even wasn't subversive. I think that guy was like actually like, no, this costs like $250,000 if you want to buy my lay banana lay taped to lay wall.
Yeah. No,
it was unironic. Yeah.
Something like that. I don't even know.
Like
this is the most.
I know.
This is really upsetting to look at this commercial.
You ever do like you ever like intentionally piss yourself off?
I try not to, but
I feel like I'm doing that right now for some reason.
It's so bad.
I don't want to make you look at this anymore. I'm going to turn this off. Look. I know I'm not gonna make you look at that anymore.
I can't.
I'm tapping out.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
Ew.
It's so gross. The song sucks.
Also,
just everything.
People in my chat are saying they think it's AI generated. Is it?
I said the same thing.
It feels like I would believe it because it feels really uncanny. But then also the fact that they have the perfectly modeled earbuds in there makes me think that like it's at least touched up after.
It could have been that this ad is 2 years old. So they would have been working on older models than what we have now. But I feel like you might have been able to do, again, generate some of it, but then touch it up afterwards. I think you might. There might be some AI in this. I don't think it's impossible that there's some AI in this.
Yeah.
I would leave room for that as a possibility. Absolutely.
I'd say to some extent, yes. Maybe the models could have been made using AI, and then they animated however or whatever. Either way, it just looks fucking terrible.
Rancid. Well, I'm still looking at it. I'm so still looking at it for some reason.
Don't.
Listen.
Now I'm looking at the product too.
The earbuds. I don't know if the earbuds are good. I don't know if it. Have you seen this? I want to share more like cursed things with you right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of relevant.
Okay.
I guess this is a real tweet. I don't know. Yes, it's from iFunny. You'll have to excuse the funny. It's 2028. Your husband comes up and smacks your butt as you're unplugging the crock pot full of buffalo chicken dip. Your friends have turned the dining room table into a beer pong tournament. The kids are laughing from the playroom. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and your heart is full. This is ancient, chat? What is... I only saw this for the first time the other day, like yesterday.
What? Someone tweeted this?
It's from 2018. You can see it right there in the...
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Is it ironic or what? Because it's like, it's really pissing me off.
20K likes.
Oh yeah, people... This is the scariest tweet I've ever seen. It makes me feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
I hate this.
Don't you hate it?
I hate it a lot. Yeah, what the fuck?
It's like trad type shit, I guess. Is that what the fuck they're going for? Like,
I have noticed that. Okay, I've noticed influencers doing this more and more. Where there's like a sect of them that, yeah, they go for like the trad thing.
I don't get what's wrong with it.
This is happiness.
It feels...
It feels performatively traditional.
It feels disingenuous and fucking... I don't... You know what? I don't have a good answer for you.
I know people who live that kind of like trad wife. I know some.
You know somebody who would like unironically like smash like on this tweet and be like, yeah, hell yeah, vibe with that.
No, because my friends, I have a couple of friends that have gotten married and are just housewives because whoever they're with makes enough money, you know.
Yeah, and they're
home with the kids. They cringe at this. They cringe at this. They're like, yeah, family is happiness for me, but like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the family's happiness thing is fine. I'm not judging that. I'm just judging like the way this is structured and presented,
crafted,
and fucking what's buffalo chicken dip?
I don't fucking know. You know what? You know what might scare us a little extra about this? This feels Midwestern.
Yeah, because we're like city folk.
I think I'm getting a suburban jump scare a little bit.
Yeah, and we're like, we don't like this Iowa shit is like flashbangs us, and we're like, what is that? You know, it's like my God, pickup truck, like that type of shit. Where we're like, what is that? I don't understand.
There's no way buffalo chicken is spicy.
That's
not.
I'm gonna be real. I think buffalo chicken dip sounds like a thing that could go hard. All right, so hear me out.
Could be good, yeah.
You take like shredded chicken.
Okay.
Like buffalo sauce, like hot sauce, then like some heavy cream or something, and then you just smash all that shit in. Maybe like, I don't know, some seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, stuff like that. Smash it all in a crock pot. Let the slow cook that shit. Now you have really, really soft, like shredded chicken with a bunch of stuff that you could just actually eat it like a dip with like tortilla chips.
But why? Okay. Thing is, why would you make it into a dip to eat with tortilla chips when you're now eating like 80% of what you're eating is just sauce? That's horrible for you.
You're saying just do buffalo wings?
Make more chicken. Yeah, have more meat. That feels like I don't know.
Your sauce to meat ratio is going to be higher with the buffalo chicken dip, with the dip. No, that's a good point.
Dips and things, like I get it, but I was never that into them because I feel like it's just like it's a weird soup.
If you have it, it's crack. I would try. I want to try this. I want to try buffalo chicken dip.
I'm sure it tastes good. I just I don't know. I would want more. I would get pissed off because I'd be like, "Where's the meat?"
Yeah.
Like I know it's in there, but this should be a meat dish. That's what my problem would be.
The only way for me that this would be acceptable if there was such volume of chicken where it was like every bite is going to be a mouthful of chicken. You know what I'm saying? Where
That's what I'm saying. If it was like a lot, like if you did the same thing, but it was a lot of chicken, I'd be chill with that. But there needs to be a lot.
All right. I would check it out. Bun Time said it's not unhealthy enough. Bun Time, do you want to make this? Can you make this?
Make it. Send the review. I want to know.
Bun Time, can you make buffalo chicken dip? Bun Time said, okay. Wait, seriously? Guys, she's gonna do it. Can you do it right now? I want to eat this like right now. Can you do it right now? She's gonna do it for real. Wait a minute. I was joking. You're really gonna do it? I was like being.
I'm on my way.
I don't have the supplies. She would have to go buy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Don't worry. Yeah. Maybe don't worry about it. But it's Super Bowl Sunday and my heart is full.
Right.
We got to have buffalo chicken.
Your husband just slapped your ass while you unplugged the crock pot.
Oh man, I want to get my ass slapped by my husband so bad. Look, that's what it is, right? Where it's like, what are you talking about?
That's the problem. The thing is, like, let me be honest.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that, right?
What, wanting to get your butt slapped by your husband?
Nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
The problem is
in and of
that
itself.
You tweeted about it.
Yeah, it's weird.
You tweeted about it. And the way I feel is, again, there's nothing wrong if you're sitting there talking to your friends about it.
Yeah.
And you're like, I think when my husband does this. Fine.
So,
but you're publicly tweeting about it. And maybe I'm a bit, Catholically raised. but for me, I'm like, no matter how anyone around me is raised, I don't know people that just say that, like, publicly. It feels like it's done for the sake of the tweet.
Right.
And it's performative. Because I'm not used to anyone wanting to, like, say that out loud to people they don't know. Right?
No.
It's very different if you kind of know them, or that's the topic, right? You were asked. But, like, when no one asked, I feel like...
no one asked. Who asked?
Literally, no one asked. And then you're like, I'm going to tweet this.
It's fucking weird.
And the fact that it's performative, but it's supposed to be about happiness, that's what makes it icky, right?
I think you just hit on the actual core of why it's weird.
Yeah, like there's an icky feeling you're trying to like narrow down. That's what it is for me, right? Like they're trying to say this is what happiness is, but they just like
there it is.
Like it's a little uncanny, and I'm like you are, and you're sitting there tweeting about it for your 20K likes tweet, and also it's 10 years prior, and you're not even in this situation.
I think it's like a fantasy she has of the future, right?
Like she hopes that's buffalo chicken dip.
She hopes that's where she is in 2028. But
yeah,
I haven't even gotten to the interesting part yet, believe it or not.
Okay.
Because
there's more. This is a long image.
Yesterday, I wasn't even looking at the replies anymore. Oh well, there are more replies to this. It's 2028. Alexa informs you that a radiation storm is rolling in from the eastern wastes as your food replicator slowly prints a plate of soy protein wings. Your wife holoprojects from work to tell you she has another 9 hours at the Amazon warehouse and she's got to go before she burns her unpaid 5-minute lunch break. The 7 friends you're sharing a studio apartment with are huddled on the floor, each jacked into VR rigs. The Super Bowl is endless and your heart is a yawning void. God, that's fucking beautiful.
That's good. I like that.
It's 2028 BC. Your husband comes up and smacks your butt as you're reading the Sumerian clay messenger tablet. Your friends have domesticated the horse. The kids are laughing from the mud brick ziggurat. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and the spirits of the dead have been sent to Eshrikigal. Oh my god. So.
Oh, that's true happiness.
So yesterday, apparently, like an AI. I don't know the full context of this, but I think it's amazing.
Oh, wait.
I don't know if somebody fed it into an AI or if like the AI was just picked it up on its own and was like, I'm going to try to do something with it. I'm assuming AI was involved with this.
It seems generated, yeah.
It's 2028. Your husband comes up and smacks your ass as you're unplugging the crock pot full of buffalo chicken dip. Your friends have turned the dining room table into a beer pong tournament. Your husband comes up and slaps your ass, and the kids are laughing from the playroom, and your husband comes up and smacks your ass. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and your heart is full, and your husband comes up and smacks your ass, and your husband comes up and smacks your ass. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and your husband comes up and smacks your ass.
It definitely feels like AI, and it just started like throwing up into its own mouth.
Cause see, I saw this first, and you wanna know what my fucking assumption was? That the entire thing was an AI's attempt at like a fucking like right wing like trad kind of a like engagement post.
Tradfluencer,
but like a tradfluencer like social media post, like. But then it like shit itself and started like collapsing in on itself like a neutron star or under its own fucking gravity or something. I didn't know that there was a tweet, like an original tweet, that it was riffing off of. Like, I thought this was it, and it was believable this way. You know what I mean?
Interesting. Like, yeah. And that's the thing is like, I've seen people make AI models, right?
Really?
Very simple ones to tweet like they're someone else, and some of them are so fucking funny.
Like deep.
But when it's something like this, I'm like, ugh, yeah.
Because sometimes, yeah, like those can be really funny, but sometimes it's gonna have a little oopsie and it's gonna put out something like this, right?
Yeah. That's why a lot of the popular ones, somebody generates like a whole spreadsheet of tweets and then they pick out the good ones.
Yeah,
it's
so
it
not
doesn't
like,
just post it like automatically, because if you automate that, it will say crazy shit.
It's handpicked. Then they say they're like, oh, you know what? Yeah, JabroniMike would say come. Let's go ahead and put that one. Let's put that one on the Twitter
Let's put it everywhere. Yeah.
JabroniMike AI Twitter account, right? Yeah, I don't know why I wanted to show you this. It's kind of been haunting me for the past couple hours. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's 2028. Like, what are you talking about?
What are you going to be doing in 2028?
My plan for 2028 is to be dead. And just, I don't know, like feeding plants. I want to become...
Mosquitoes feeding on your body.
I want to become nourishment for the GrassLord. I want to be killed. I want to die and be buried in the yard and have my meat nourish GrassLord as fertilizer.
You want to nourish him with your meat?
Yeah, I want to nourish GrassLord. All hail GrassLord. Maybe he's the mascot for our cult. Like, maybe he's the god. Well, I mean, you want to be the god, right?
I think I'd like to be a prophet.
Okay.
So I'm not the final blamed individual, right?
When we get raided by the fucking Alcohol, Firearms, and Tobacco Federation, whatever the fuck it's called. When we get raided by the feds.
I'm sorry, our God
I
said.
was just a prophet. I was a victim. I didn't know. It was GrassLord.
I heard the voices. I looked into the special hat, and when I looked into the hat, I saw the message. You know.
Yeah, that.
Be John Smith.
When I gazed into the morass, right? When I spread apart the weeds. He's
exactly.
He's got everybody lined up at the ranch. They're pouring out cups of Miracle Grow and like Roundup. We got to drink 2 cups of Roundup. We're going to the great driveway in the sky.
All together.
We're gonna round up your souls so we don't miss the comet. Let's go. That's actually really dark. I'm sorry. And buffalo dip.
Yeah.
We'll have buffalo dip. Yeah.
A little crock pot up there.
Anybody who comes to the cult and joins the cult, free bowl of buffalo chicken dip on the house. Gratis, no questions asked.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 50 people just joined.
Lots of chicken.
50 people just joined.
I got so many follows just now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna be chicken. It's gonna be mostly chicken. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So what do you got planned for your stream tonight? What do you got? What do you got on the docket?
I got a little sponsored game, and they only wanted an hour.
Oh my god, just an hour?
Isn't that rare?
That is on the rarer side. I have seen that before.
Yeah, they negotiated for 1 hour, and I went, okay.
Did you did it already, or you're about to do it?
No, I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna do it. They again just it's their money. They spend it how they want. But in my opinion, you need like 2. You want 2 hours, right?
Yeah, though this looks like a lighter weight game. Like
it depends on the game.
I feel like we'll see a lot of what we need within that. So I think that'll be okay. But some games, sometimes I'm like, we kind of needed 4.
Mike,
sometimes you don't even get into it, you know?
Well, someone's asking me, do you ever do the Twitch bounties?
Not really. I was thinking about them.
The Twitch bounties are free money. They're just free money.
Yeah.
They're literally just free money. Like, I genuinely, I feel like, yes, your audience is being, and I'm doing air quotes right now, advertised to. But here's the thing.
If it's stuff you would just do anyway, then...
Sometimes it is, but like, your audience, like, all right, so you're gonna do a sponsored stream tonight, right? You're gonna do a sponsored segment. Your audience is gonna watch it. Because they know at this point, because you've been doing sponsors for a while, like your audience at this point knows, they're like, okay, GEEGA's gonna do a sponsor. I'm literally just gonna, it's gonna be like any other stream. It's gonna be like any other stream. Because you're not doing anything different. You're not being like, oh, now I'm sponsored GEEGA and I don't say fuck. Like, you're not doing that, right?
Right, yeah, no, I don't change anything.
You're streaming the same, you're the same person making the same content, doing the same shit. And that's, again, the same deal with the Twitch bounties. Like, you're not gonna make as much, but like,
but it's something.
It's just free money. It's just, again, what we do is I bribe my audience to stay by raffling off games whenever we do one.
Oh, that's good. I try to, when I take sponsors, I often ask them directly. They don't always give it to me, but I always ask them if they have extra codes.
Yeah.
I do that every time. And I'm like, if you're willing, not all of them have it.
No, they don't
can afford to do it, but if they do, then, you know.
So what's the game? What are you going to do?
This one is called Border Pioneer. It's a Yogscast published thing.
That is insane mode, because I just did one for them on Saturday.
Yeah.
You're gonna like it.
I think I would like it, but when I looked at it, I was like, this looks like something I would play.
Yeah, you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. It was cute. It's fun. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
There's gonna be like opportunities for you to yug max. Do you remember yug maxing?
Oh, I loved yug maxing, dude.
It's not that kind of game.
Okay.
You'll be able to max other things instead of yug.
Okay.
I think about that all the time for some reason, yug maxing.
When I was trying to, max out my yug stat.
The word was funny.
Cool.
It's just a funny fucking word.
Yeah, yug.
I only played it once. Like, I didn't go back to that game. What was that game called? Do you remember the name of it?
Oh, fuck, what was the name? I played it a bit.
Did you beat it?
Yeah. It was solid. The ending was a little weird. It didn't make me mad. It was just like, the game was already so abstract.
It was trippy as hell. Yeah.
It was bizarre, but it was supposed to feel like a trip. So, like, that was the whole point of it.
There's not a single person in chat that remembered the name of that game.
Chat, none of you remember the game where we yug maxed?
Chat, it was the game where...
It was Metroidvania.
It was the Metroidvania, but it looked like... And it was like a very beautifully illustrated kind of like... Almost 60s looking psychedelic.
Hand-drawn.
Ultros.
Yeah, it was psychedelic. It was hand-drawn. What was it?
The game's called Ultros.
Ultros, thank you. I was scrolling to the bottom because I'm like, I know it's like... Ultros. It was cool.
It was very obtuse in the fact that you had stats for your character that you could augment with certain like upgrades and stuff like that. But instead of the game telling you like attack, defense, stamina, it was like yog, grong.
Yeah.
And like they just made up words. It was made up words, so you had no fucking idea what you were doing the whole time. And I guess the idea was you were just supposed to like fuck around and find out. Which was interesting.
Yeah, no, the game was really good. The only thing I didn't like were there were some parts where I really had to like backtrack a lot, and I didn't want to.
Well, I think that's the genre, right?
It kind of is, yeah.
But I guess you could.
It kind of is.
There's games in that genre that maybe do it better.
There are, but this one wasn't a bad one at all. It was good.
What these games really need, what's important for those games is having the like teleporter system, like a waypoint system that you could fast travel.
I started playing one similar genre, Metroidvania, Nine Souls. It's a little bit of a Souls-like as well, but it plays like a Metroidvania, like combat-wise, but it does have the Souls kind of system where you like beat something, get souls. If you die, you go back and you have to go collect them again, right? It has like that little element. It's really good.
Have you played Blasphemous?
It has teleportation. The first one, yeah.
Did you like it?
I've been meaning to play the second one. I liked Blasphemous, yeah.
Because I loved it. Going back to that Catholic conversation before, it was like just the vibe of it was so immaculate vibe.
Yeah, no, it was really nice.
The second one is cool.
But not like the first one at all.
The first one had a lot more spectacle, is the way I want to put it. Like, do you remember like the first time you'd see like some of the characters and some of the enemies and stuff, and you'd be like, or some of the bosses even, and you'd be like,
just so cool.
And your jaw would hit the floor with how fucking insane it was.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen in this game. That's not gonna happen. In this sequel.
Okay, and that's part of what made it cool too. Was like the different characters.
Yeah, there is that stuff is in there, but not even close to the scope of like the way the first game felt and presented itself.
Okay.
Also, the first game, I feel like I like the music better in the first game too. Like the first game does atmosphere way better, believe it or not.
The vibes of the whole thing, yeah.
The vibes are better in the first game, honestly. What the second game does better is the gameplay. The second game actually has
I was watching who was it? Barbarous King was playing, and I was watching him play it, and he just kept talking about how it plays well. He was like, just the levels were designed nicely. He was just enjoying playing it.
The devs learned a lot from the first game in the sense that the first game had a lot of, honestly, kind of unpredictable, I'm going to say like janky hitboxes, for example. And like some slippery, weird things happening with like the way the character controls sometimes.
Right.
It's not the worst. It doesn't like ruin the experience of playing the game, in my opinion. The second game addresses all of that.
Do you think they put so much time into addressing that they just didn't do the other stuff?
Maybe.
That made people like it?
Like, I think you should play it. Like, if you like the first one,
I probably still will because I loved the first one.
Yeah, you got. If you like the first one, you got to play the second one. But you're gonna see what I mean. You're gonna enjoy it, but you're gonna see what I mean while you're playing it. You're gonna be like, it doesn't like smack you the way the first one does. Because the first one is like just such a fucking like, it
was gorgeous. It was straight up gorgeous.
Yeah, and you will see gorgeous pixel art and stuff like that in the second one. But there's something.
It's just not impactful.
Yeah, it doesn't they lost something between the two games. You're gonna when you play it, you tell me if you agree.
Will do. I was thinking of actually replaying bits of the first one because it's been so long.
I played through the first one like 3 times, and I almost never do that with games. That's how much I love that game.
Yeah. Wow. Holy. I don't do that either. So that's yeah.
But
noted.
Yeah, they are working on a new game. It's Ninja Gaiden, right? The Ninja Gaiden game? New Ninja Gaiden game? That's them.
I think they're on that. I think that's them. Is it them? Let me see.
They're called, what the fuck are they called? Team 9 Studio? Well, that's the publisher. The Game Kitchen is...
Game Kitchen, yeah.
The publishers, I think. Right, chat? Am I thinking of a different...
Team 17 is the publisher, but the Game Kitchen is the...
I said Team 9. The Game Kitchen, yeah, they're from Spain. And that's why, because they,
yeah.
They're surrounded.
They were the one that did Stone of Madness. I was going to play that.
I don't think I know that one.
That's a new one. So it's an RTS stealth game. You're in a Spanish monastery.
Oh my
and you're
God,
like slowly trying to make your way through the place and stealth your way out of it.
Oh my God. No,
one of my friends played it. He was like, I don't know if he was sponsored for it, if he just played it. He might have been sponsored, but it looked cool.
This is them?
Yeah. It's the same. It's listed on their website.
Oh, this came out this year. Oh, this came out last month. This is like a couple weeks ago. Oh, no shit. Oh, I haven't.
Yeah, apparently they made this. I didn't know it was the same people.
It looks cool. The art style is kind of awesome.
Yeah.
And it's all, like that Roman Catholic Gothic type shit.
They love that stuff.
Yeah. Well, they're surrounded
Spanish
by
monastery. People are going insane, and you have to yourself not become insane as you go through it, or something like that. I don't know.
Look at the cutscenes.
Ugh.
Oh, the animation's like legit. Yeah, this looks really good. I might want to play this. Tactical stealth. You don't want to get pulped.
Yeah.
I can already see the memes. Oh, god damn it, I got pulped.
Yep, you can get pulped.
I got pulped and pulped. So, when you gonna
I'll try it.
When are you gonna start your Border Pioneer thing?
Whenever
Whenever you feel
soon.
like it?
I probably should.
I have no plan
right now.
So today was a day where I had a bunch of shit to do, and I had no time to like plan out my stream for tonight. So when I went in the title, I just like key smashed for the title and went live and was like, well, here it is. Here I am.
I was wondering because normally if I say something and you're streaming, you're like, yeah, I'm doing this segment. Like you usually have your day planned.
Oh, no, I had nothing because I didn't have time to come up with it. And I didn't have anything.
Right.
I mean, I might stream this game that... What was it? Joe's House? Do you really want to see that shit? Like,
if they want to see it, they want to see it. I'm probably going to do this game, and then if I still feel like streaming after, I'll do Kingdom Come.
Oh, yeah. How is that? Everybody's going crazy for that game.
I love it because it's scratching the itch that I want out of, like, Oblivion.
Okay.
It's like a better Skyrim is how I feel so far. It's giving me what I want.
I want to...
The combat is terrible.
It's ass, but that's what everybody is enjoying about it, right?
I'm liking it even though it's really bad. Yeah.
It's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2?
Mm-hmm.
That's the one?
Yep.
Yeah, let me...
It's fun, so I'm just going to play that. Unless something else comes out that I want to play, I'm just going to keep playing that.
Take a look at this. All right, this is not gameplay footage. Just show me gameplay footage, yo.
They never fucking do on Steam, and it's really pissing me off.
It's Steam. Come on, how are you going to get away with not showing us gameplay footage?
I think you would like this because a lot of it is about dialogue options.
Okay.
So there's combat, and it does all the things that these types of games do, but they're more dialogue options, and the storyline stuff is pretty funny. The voice acting is good.
Okay, but I have an important question regarding this.
Yeah.
Do your choices matter?
It seems like yes.
Yes?
It seems like yes. It seems like some of them you're still going to end up in the same... Like, you're going to get pointed in the same direction each time, but I'm not far enough in to know.
So this combat blows, you're saying? Like, the sword, like, the melee combat is shit.
Oh, doing it on mouse and keyboard, like the whole game plays well on mouse and keyboard in every other way, but doing the combat, I keep getting my ass kicked because I think I'm hitting a thing and I'm just not. I think I'm blocking and I just don't block.
Are you going to play the game where you're like a guy with a gun and a truck in medieval times? Did you see that?
I did. No. I'm going for mostly speech. I'm going for speech.
Oh, in this game? Oh,
in that game, yeah.
Oh,
you meant the other game.
So it has...
I thought you were saying that kind of build, because there is a weird gun thing.
In this game, they have guns?
Oh, kind of, sort of.
It's like a front-loaded musket?
It's like a matchlock.
So...
And I don't know if you get to use it, though. I wonder.
So, this game, it sounds like it has extremely similar to a Bethesda game, like a skill training, like skill system.
Yeah. Skill system is very similar. Yeah, you're talking Kingmaker.
You're trying to be like a silver-tongued, like kind of a wheeler and dealer.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Like a Riz Master. You're going for a Riz Master.
Yeah. I say
riz
things and they go, okay.
Riz up the competition.
I know. I see what game you're talking about, by the way. It's the one by Tiny Build.
Yeah.
Tiny Build Publishing.
Yeah, it's Kingmaker.
I'm gonna play that one.
Yeah, I can't wait to play that.
Oh yeah.
If can you do something for me? If you play Kingdom Come tonight, can you defenestrate some motherfuckers in the castle?
Ooh, I might be able to.
Defenestrate some clowns for me?
If I'm able to, I will.
In my honor. Someone in chat gifted a sub to somebody named GEEGA, my fent dealer. Giga, you dealing spicy fent darts?
You'll see. You'll see.
The fento?
Well, people don't know until they tier 3 sub whether that's true or not.
I am a good lad who has no need for drugs, especially fentanyl.
Right.
But it might be useful to know where to get some if I end up needing some for some reason.
I might know a guy. May or may not.
Your deal. I'll trade you 1 8-ball of Fent.
Okay.
For the $4,000 streamer backpack.
I'm not. Get out of here with the fucking backpack. No.
It's the same street value. It's the same.
Oh my god. It's the same as one brick. One little tiny mini brick. 1
brick of Le Fento. All right, so listen, I'm gonna let you go do that sponsor.
Yeah, I gotta do my thing.
It was awesome hanging out with you. We should do this more. And I'm gonna tell Fred that you're gonna.
I want to do the real estate.
Yeah,
thing.
I'm gonna tell him you're gonna come, and he's gonna
100%.
Say,
be like,
yeah.
I have that clip. Literally, as soon as you hang up, I was gonna show it to them.
All right, show them that shit. I'll see you later. All right.
All right.
Have a good night. Have fun with the sponsor. You're gonna like it.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.